things you'll see, from comic books to toys and more, and all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture flicks and geeky stuff, we love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it hanging, YouTube? Welcome back to TripleG. Oh my god, look at that tool, figure, whatever. I hope everybody is well. Please do ignore the noise of the dogs barking away in the background. My house has just gone wild as we've gone live. But we are back for another episode of Panel Breakers. And I've got the usual crew that all came back after last week's quiz, which I'm much surprised about. We've got the loser, James T. Keegan. James, how are you, sir?
Heyo, what's up? I'm not bitter.
You're not bitter?
No. It was a fair finale. The lead up is arguable, but
it was a fair finale.
The finale was done fairly.
Yeah.
I felt like on the other day on the end of that show, you were basically like Joey Tribbiani and friends going, "Let's play Bamboozle."
Well, speaking of Bamboozle, we've got the winner of the quiz, Super Sorrel. How are you, Sorrel? Are you well?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Not bad at all. Not bad. You need to drop me a line with what you want for your commission. And we'll get that sorted. Either a comic book cover or a normal standard commission, whatever you fancy. Been doing a few good live shows lately. Been enjoying them. You got another one tomorrow, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm going live most nights again, to be fair. As long as there's stuff to talk about, I'll be going live.
Good stuff. Looking forward to that. Now, Efren, you know, the hair, what's happening? The hair?
I just wanted to get it cut. It was too much of a hassle, taking a shower, taking over like a half an hour for it to dry up. I was like, screw this,
Let's
So I
have a
had
look
my
at the
daughter
side
come
view.
here yesterday.
Side view, Efren. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And the top, let's have a little. Perfect. Yeah.
I'm gonna
You're
color
like
it
G.I.
red.
Joe.
I'm gonna color it red, Peter, so we can be brothers.
Mine's more grey, mate. Mine's more grey. But yeah, nice to see you, Efren. Nice to see you. Let's see who we've got in the chat. We've got I Make MPG Content. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. We've got Terry, Dead Man. Always good to see you. And we've got Chris Bell. It's Tuesday, it's 8 p.m. He's naked. Hell yeah. Nice. I can picture that. We've got Fuzzy, Ulrich Mush. Let's have it. Hope you're doing well, Fuzzy. Drop us a line with your address, Fuzzy. I know I've got it somewhere, but I need to send you your members' winnings. So please drop us a line with that. Stephen Butler in the house. Nice to see you, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. And we've got Wayne of the Deacon. Hello. What's he done to his head?
I shaved it.
Wow. Well, it's not what we're used to seeing, but he still looks sexy, doesn't he? He still looks good. No? You're not willing to see on camera that your dad looks sexy? No, he doesn't look good? No? No, are you well? Are you well?
Yeah, I just came back from Boston.
Oh, nice. Very, very
So
nice.
cool. And I got this shirt. They had a Survivor pop-up cafe.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Survivor in years. Yeah.
You should watch it. It's
I know. No, I need to get on that. It's lovely seeing you. You're looking good, the pair of you. Looking good. We've got Joshy Boy Toys. Nice to see you, Joshy. Hope you're doing well, pal. We've got Tragedy Tales. Peacemaker finale made me want to sell my Peacemaker hot toys. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the show. Everybody seen Peacemaker finale?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that in a bit. It's so disappointing, series finale. It was a joke. Yeah. Feeling a tad EO this evening, so probably just going to watch. Have a great stream. Tad EO. I hope you're all right, pal. Let me know if there's anything we can do. Hope you're doing okay. No cheating, Efren. As if Efren would cheat. How dare you? How dare that's a vicious rumour started by someone on screen. But we'll not get into that. Seeing that Tron figure on the thumb gives me heartbreak all over again. Gutted when they announced the HasLab. I was hoping to get some nice figures, but instead we got a massive rip-off. Yeah, we're going to touch on that, pal. Keegan's eyebrows look sculpted tonight. Let's have a look.
Oh, it's all natural, Fuzz. I did everything except for the eyebrows.
What do you mean you did everything?
Like I trimmed my beard.
Trimmed the beard. Did you get the hair souffle out? Have you done the hair?
No, I have a what's it called? A fortifying serum. So that's my
Jesus. It's due to buy the original figures. It absolutely is. We've got Anton. Nice to see you, Anton. I was in your Comic Con. I have a great time, a lot of time. I met the artist from Invincible. Ooh, very nice. Very cool. Ryan, what's his surname again? Ryan
Otley.
And I said Gosling. He's not an artist. But yeah. Fuzzy. Efren's going for the prisoner look. Prisoner Efren unlocked. We've got Bethany. Nice to see you, Bethany. Keegan's sheets are rough this week.
I don't know what it is. They're just not lying flat on the bed. Like it's just all bundled up and like, what am I supposed to iron? Am I supposed to iron them or something? Like,
I mean, it does
know.
look rough. It does look rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Lots of action, you know.
Oh God! He lives with his mum and dad, ladies and gents, and he's telling me there's a lot of action going on in that house. That's mangy. So true, Chris. He could have ironed them. So metrosexual. Keegan's special juice for his eyebrows. We've got Shelley. Nice to see you, Shelley. And we've got Phil. Hey, all looking sharp. Efren, he is.
Thanks,
he's looking sharp. Okay, guys, let's crack on because we've got. Where's the tickets for the action? Oh, let's crack on. We've got lots to talk about. What is happening in the chat? Couldn't spell action. Behave. Right, guys, we're going to be talking tonight about New York Comic Con. None of us were there. Efren, you weren't there, were you?
No, I wasn't there. A buddy of mine went, and I sent you the videos he sent me.
You did. I couldn't get them uploaded, but we've got loads of stuff to get through. But you
no
sent
worries.
us some cool videos.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were there or not when you sent them, but yeah. So we're going to be predominantly focusing on New York Comic Con, at all the news and the different things that came out at the con. Now, because there's so much stuff, we're cutting out some of the usual segments tonight. We're going to focus on Comic Con news, stuff that was announced, but also some other stuff that's been announced because we missed last week's news segment, really. Now, guys, I'm going to have to be honest. I've just been chucking any old image I could find from New York Comic Con up here. So, my knowledge level on each of these may be a bit vacant, so I might have to just go with it and see what we can come up with amongst it. We've also got some reviews later on and usual giveaways and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to start off now, Mr. Keegan. You've been to New York Comic Con, haven't you?
Yeah, I was there 10 years ago. It was my very first Comic Con. I was my sister used to work for an airline and she was doing an overnight in New York, and both of us loved the Ted movies. And there's a sequence in I think it's in the second one where they go to New York Comic Con. So she was like, let's go to this thing because it's from that movie. And I was like, Comic Con, that sounds kind of cool. Let's do that. And yeah, that started my love of going to them and getting signatures and stuff. So yeah, I just went for the Thursday, so the first day of it. So there was no massive panels or anything like that. And I met Kevin Conroy, got my Arkham City signed. And just had a mosey around. Like, it was really cool, like massive, it's jumping in the deep end, I think. But I had a blast at it now. I'd love to go again.
It's on my list. Efren, have you ever been to the New York Comic Con?
No, I keep on saying that I'm going to go one of these years, but I just haven't, and maybe one of these years I'll go, but I seen the crowds there. I was like, dang, man.
I will say it was run at least at then very efficiently. Like wasn't queuing too long for anything really. It didn't feel overcrowded or packed. Like I think when everyone's walking into the place a little bit maybe. But I never felt like claustrophobic.
I guess that was 10 years ago, wasn't it? So a guy that I follow on Instagram, you guys probably know him, Ilson Comics, who trades in very high-end Superman books. He was there. I think he was there with Whatnot. I might be wrong on that, but I think he was there with Whatnot. And he's put on Instagram that it was absolutely heaving. He said it was out of his comfort zone in terms of how busy it was. Yeah. He also said, like with a lot of these comic cons, there was some comic sellers there, but he reckons they were about 30% bumped up in price. So books you could get for $100 were going for $130 or whatever, which is a bit of a, I mean, they've got to make their money back, and you can negotiate, I guess, but when you're already starting from a 30% increase on normal price, it is a bit of a push. I don't think people go to these cons to buy comics; they go for the art and whatnot. How about you, Sorrel?
Is this and stuff? I think.
Yeah, is this the one you would go to, Sorrel?
Yeah, honestly, I think New York Comic Con would be more attainable and easier to do than San Diego from our side of the pond. I think that is something you could do. I've said to you before, you could fly out on like a Thursday and be back Sunday night. It is easily done, New York. So it's only 5 hours. It could be done.
from what I understand, and I might be wrong on this, it's easier to get tickets to than San Diego Comic Con.
My sister could. Yeah.
For a
this must have
second,
been-
Pete, I genuinely thought you were going down the route of, because you were talking to me, I thought you were generally going down the route of, if we take Sorrel, we'll get in faster with his leg and stuff. I thought you were genuinely going there.
Not gonna lie, it has crossed my mind, Sorrel. Do you know
We all just get on the cart and the drivers to the door.
shouting at the crowds, part the way, come on! You know, as we're pushing you down the aisles, that would work.
I do believe that just like San Diego, there is a separate entrance, I believe, if you want to say.
And I would be allowed to sit on your knee, wouldn't I? So, you know, Efren and James could push you around. That would be fine.
Well, I have to have a
Yeah.
carer, and I mean, you are technically
Exactly.
a trained, nurse and stuff.
I am. Yeah. Okay, that's maybe doable. But this is maybe something we should think of, guys, at some point in the future.
do
I'd
that.
love
I'd
to. Absolutely love
New
to.
York.
New York as a city is amazing as well. So
Yeah.
there'll be tons of nerdy
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Yeah, I'd like to do New York. I would like, because I've never been to New York. It would be
Really?
fun. Yeah, no, I've done Florida. I've done Florida about 6 times.
I
Maybe.
think the thing that San Diego Comic Con has over New York Comic Con, outside the convention center, right across the street is the Gaslamp District, which is taken over basically by Hollywood too, which is a fun thing to do. And I heard New York Comic Con is just that center, and there's nothing to do outside of it.
Okay, nothing around about it.
Yeah,
We do both, Ephraim. We do both. Both. Wayne's just saying my mate went and it's absolutely packed. I bet it's better than Dublin Comic Con.
Maybe it edges it out a little bit, I would say.
I saw they were giving away free deodorant.
Good.
Wow.
Because Comic Cons have that funk, that smell, and you walk in of just BO.
Pungent aroma.
Single one.
Yeah.
It's not just Comic Con. When you go to toy fairs and they start early in the morning, people are pungent, man.
Yeah. All cons do that everywhere, up the prices. They do, Wayne, you're absolutely right. Fuzzy, I think I'd prefer New York to San Diego Comic Con. San Diego seems to be more celeb based. And to be honest, I don't care to meet famous people. New York seems to be more pop culture. Yeah, that is true. San Diego has become the kind of the event one, hasn't it?
Yep.
I think that's what people are drawn to there.
And you know what? I think if we weren't going for... If we just decided for San Diego, we're not going to go to Hall H or anything like that, then I think there's not much difference really between other than the city that you're in,
Still, in terms of bucket list, San Diego.
Oh, San Diego, of course.
100%.
Tickles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've been to. You could be Sorrel's carer and you get a free ticket. Sorted. We've agreed it now. It's done. Sauvage, see if I'm getting that right. Sauvage, this is a chap from South Africa. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. James can pull off. Wow.
It's harsh, but not inaccurate, I think. Yeah.
I mean, if we got Simon to go as well, it would be like, it'd be like we've had some kind of
The fucking helicopter
release day or something. I hope so. Absolutely. I remember when you were all planning for Japan. Yeah, I was never particularly keen on just Japan. I have to say, Fuzzy.
That's for Star Wars, isn't it?
Star Wars Celebration.
I just want to go to Japan.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. It's never really appealed to me. I don't know why.
It's
Phil,
bucket
nice
list
to
for
see you,
me.
Phil.
That's my dream place to go. Like,
We'd get lanyards, Fuzzy, wouldn't we? We'd get lanyards and things like that. It would be fine. Anyway, chaps, moving on. We've got 21 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Mental. Well, so some of the stuff that was announced, we got this breakdown of some of the Marvel stuff coming out in the next year or two. We've got Wonder Man coming out in January. We've got the trailer to talk about a little bit later on in reviews. We've got Daredevil Born Again. There's been some news about that as well. We've got X-Men 97, and we've got a trailer for X-Men 97, which was on YouTube. Wasn't officially released on YouTube, but it was there if you spotted it. Next season of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and we have got Vision Quest. And again, we've got some news about Vision Quest coming up later in the show. Sorrel, starting with you. Out of those 5 shows, any of them jump out in particular? Which one are you most excited to see?
Oh, 97. X-Men 97, hands down. I liked last season. This season's going to be good. I'm excited for it. It'll be good.
Did you see the trailer?
No. I didn't know they dropped a trailer for it yet.
So, like I say, I'm not sure if it was an official drop. But that's some of the images on the side there. So we are getting Wolverine back with his adamantium. We're getting Danger who's a cool character. The Danger Room turned into a kind of robotic form. We're getting Archangel and Psylocke, X-Factor with Polaris, Havoc. And then the big kind of reveal was that we are going to get good old Apocalypse. So yeah, looking very cool. Excited for that. Efren, how about yourself? Any of those shows jump out at you?
I'd have to agree. I think I'm looking forward to X-Men 97. The first season was fantastic. I think that's the one. I'm not sure about Wonder Man, though. I was going to say they're all great. I seen the trailer for Wonder Man and it just had me head scratching. I wasn't sure about that one.
Well, we're going to touch on the trailer later on in the reviews, Efren, because I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue what that show's trying to be, but yeah,
Bottom
we'll see.
left on that image, that's X Factor, right?
Yeah.
Havoc and Strongman.
Yeah, Havoc, Polaris, Wolfsbane, Madrox. It's the classic Peter David X Factor in the original costumes as well.
Oh, cool.
There's a superb issue of that. It just is a bit of a comic push, guys. Can't remember what issue number it is, but there's an issue where you guys familiar with Doc Samson?
Yeah.
The green hair, the psychiatrist, where he's interviewing all of the team from X Factor, and it's the bit with Quicksilver is incredible when he's trying to explain why he's such an arrogant prat, and it's because basically he describes how frustrated do you get when you stand in line to use a cash machine and the person in front of you is fannying on, pressing buttons and taking the time, and you're desperate to get the money. And he kind of describes, well, imagine that's my entire life. Everybody, anything I interact with is that person who's holding us up and delaying us. And it's really wonderfully written issue. So well worth checking out.
Yeah,
Mr. Keegan.
I was going to say Panini did as well, mate. Just as a comic book push. Panini did the omnibus for the X-Men 92. That was kind of like a continuation of the TV series as well. So that could be worth picking up to read in the meantime while this comes out. It's a good book. I enjoyed it. Panini did a re-release in the UK recently.
They do some good books then. I don't think you get them in the States, Efren. This is kind of like our collected editions.
Collected editions.
Yeah. It's like graphic novels.
Yeah. And this one we're on.
You're muted, Efren.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you make Sorrel big for a second? I just want to see that cover.
Just a second. Can you see
Sorry.
that?
Yeah, that looks awesome. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so it's Panini Comics. It's definitely Panini because it's got the logo on it.
Right.
Is is Panini Italian? I think they do a
believe
lot of...
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do all our sort of like collected editions, and they do our regular comic book, don't they, in the UK as well? But they're like 3 months behind us, something daft.
Yeah. James, which of those is jumping out at you?
I'm most excited about X-Men 97 as well. I kind of forget how much I love X-Men until a good thing comes out, and I just like seeing these things. I'm like, oh, that's first season was so good, and then the game's coming out, so I'm excited for that as well. So we'll talk about the Wonder Man trailer. I'm probably more positive on that than I'm just by reading the room. I feel now, and I didn't watch I haven't finished Daredevil yet, and I haven't watched Spider-Man yet either. Vision Quest had some interesting casting news. So I'm curious about that one. But in terms of hype, I'm so excited for X-Men 97. I'm really...
So I haven't got a slide in it, but did you see the recent Daredevil casting where they've confirmed that what you call him?
Jessica Jones?
No, the guy that James is in love with.
Oh, Matthew Lillard?
Matthew Lillard is going to be one of Kingpin's kind of thugs.
Okay, I would have guessed the Owl. I would have thought that was my jump kind of. I would have thought he played a mob boss or something like that.
Really quick, for X-Men 97, it's not the same person that's going to be in charge, right? They got rid of him.
So he already did this season. So
he did?
Already. Yeah,
Okay.
And then season 3 will be a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. Just going to quickly jump to the chat, guys. Bethany saying, we'd all just need to dress in hospital gowns. I can get them. No problem at all. Already been waiting a year on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, now another year. Yeah, I have to say, out of all of them, Friendly Neighborhood's got me most excited. I loved the first season of that. It just hit all the right beats for me. Shipping would be crazy. It's not a problem at all, mate. If you win, I'll happily send it to you. Looking forward to Spider-Man the most. Yeah, same for me, Wayne. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was much better than expected. Banging theme tune. Yeah, I love the theme tune. Looking forward to more of that. Wonder Man and Spider-Man for me. You not watched it yet, James?
No, I've watched the Spider-Man one.
Oh, it's well worth watching. It's different.
Yeah, I know it. I will.
Good.
I'm sort of marveled out. I hit a peak at a point, so I'm just not. I don't feel like the urge to go watch a lot of it now.
It is worth watching when you get a chance. First piece first season of Spider-Man was fantastic. X-Men really isn't my jam. I enjoyed it, Fuzzy, and I think we talked about this at the time, but I think there was some real dud episodes in that first season of X-Men. There were some absolutely cracking episodes, but there was a couple of poor ones as well. Daredevil was bang average. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree on that. Daredevil didn't blow us away as hoped.
How dare you?
Reviews. You loved it, didn't you, Efren?
Yeah.
There's still some good bits, but yeah. The bit with Kingpin when he pops the guy's head, that was rough. Reviews mean nothing nowadays. There's as many good as there are bad. You can interpret them how you like. Absolutely agree, Fuzzy. Now, I was really excited for the new Tron film, but it's been absolutely slaughtered in the press.
Apparently.
Yeah, so I've heard all that, but then I saw a couple of reviewers saying they just don't get the hate. They don't understand why it's being pulled to bits so much.
Yeah, Shelley went on Friday night. I think she went on the other night, and she said she really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was live at the time, and she put in the comments that she really enjoyed it.
It opened lower than Morbius.
I know,
So I
but
think that's the series dead now. Like, you're never getting another one.
Do you think it was because it's just him, though? Because it's just him?
A big part of it, I think, is him. Like, when he was casting now, I was shocked. I was like, this isn't the person you should be having, like, lead your attempt at $1 billion franchise.
That's terrifying because he's the big pull for Master of the Universe. Sorry, Efren, what were you about to say, mate?
I completely forgot he's Skeletor, isn't he?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Efren, what were you saying?
Sorry.
I think some people get glee out of seeing people, not do well.
Yeah.
They rather see him fail sometimes. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, James, he's playing Skeletor. So
I completely forgot about that.
You know he's going to do the voice. He's going to do the voice. Ah! He's going to do it. Ah, He-Man. Ah!
that's not bad, actually. It's all right. Panini are Italian. Panini do the Marvel comics in Italy. Yeah, that's why they get a lot of Delotto exclusives. Because I think he's Italian. He does a lot of work for them. Vision Quest feels about 2 years too late. Absolutely agree, Fuzzy. I don't. Who cares about Vision Quest anymore?
She's
It
dead,
kind
isn't
of feels
she?
like it's been and gone.
When there were both of them still out there, I kind of cared about them maybe coming back together again, but she's dead now. So I don't really care what
She'll be
Vision
back.
gets right now.
She'll be back.
Oh, definitely. No one stays dead in Marvel, does it?
Yeah.
There you go. You see, Shelley saying Tron was good, and I trust in Shelley. And Stephen, Tron was all right, nothing special, but it's got some cool parts. See, I'm going to have to go and I'm a big Tron fan. I really enjoyed the last one, so yeah, I'm going to have to get myself to see that. Cinema's dead. Big releases rarely hit these days. That is very true, Phil. You see, I mean, nothing's making back massive money anymore, is it? For me, it's missing some particular beats, but the whole, it's all right. Jared was much better in Tron than he was in Morbius.
I didn't hate him in Morbius. I thought he was fine in it.
Spoilers. She's dead. There you go. Destroyed the Marvel Universe. If you're a hardcore Tron fan, you may not like it, but I'd recommend a cinema watch to get the best from the visuals. Yeah, and do you know what, Shelley? I have to be really honest with Tron. I'm just there for the fancy light effects and the fights and the discs and things like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested in deep and meaningful. Just give us light bikes and the discs on the backs and all that kind of stuff. That's what I want.
This time it's more about the AI coming into our world, isn't it? It's about them using AI to get into our world and stuff. So that's quite interesting. They like make a super soldier out of Ares, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, the trailer looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. It honestly does. I want to see it. I like Disney films. I'm interested in it. I like Tron.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to say that over the next week or so. Just wanted to mention this. I am going to review Ed Gein at the end of the show because I know I've watched it. I know Sorrel has watched it. But just to say that Monsters has already released their name for the next series, which is Borden, the Lizzie Borden story. Now, I'm not familiar with her at all. Efren, is that someone that you're familiar with?
yeah, I heard about what she did. So there's a rhyme. Lizzie Borden gave something 40 whacks, something like that. Then I don't know. There's a rhyme going on that's been around for a long time. There was a movie made on this back from the 70s. The actress who was in Bewitched, I forgot her name.
Okay.
She played Lizzie Borden. That was a movie from a long time ago. But yeah, I would like to see this one.
So did she kill her husband and family or something?
Yeah, Lizzie Borden gave her something like husband 40 whacks or something like that. Yeah, supposedly she killed her husband.
Sorrel, you're familiar with the tale or the story?
Yeah. And they've already confirmed that he's coming back, isn't it? The guy who played Ed Gein, I forgot his name.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie Hunnam. He's coming back, isn't he? In this one as well, playing a different role, obviously. But yeah, Lizzie Borden's a big thing in America. She was a big story in America. She killed all the family and her husband in the house, and you can still go people still go to that house today to like do like ghost hauntings kind of videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
She's like a big urban legendy thing in America. She's got everyone scared of Lizzie Borden ghost.
Okay.
What's the time period?
Colonial, I believe, something like that.
Oh, that
It's
long
not-
ago,
it's
is it?
well earlier than the 50s, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
nice.
well early. It's a long time ago, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Terry, she gave him with a 40 wax and a father 41.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
You definitely need to go and see it in the cinema. Yeah, Shelley, just for the big screen, I think for me. Gein was shite, honestly. It was both boring and absurd. Weakest by a mile. Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts on that later on, Chris, because I've been enjoying this monster series. I thought Dharma and Menendez were really, really strong. Now, I know a bit about the Ed Gein story because I've read around it. So I went into this really optimistic and looking forward to a interesting story. And we'll chat at the end about what I thought overall. Couple of action figure. James, sorry, have you watched any of the Monsters series?
I've not seen any of them. Still haven't watched them now. But I wanted to watch the Dahmer one because I've seen clips of it, and then the Ed Gein one. My sisters watched it. My parents, I've walked in, and my parents have been watching it over the last week. I saw a 2-minute clip. I was walking through the cinema room, and I saw a clip today. And I thought the voice was ridiculous. Like, it was
Kermit.
Yeah. So I'm like, this one, because it's more horror oriented, I'll probably will watch in a few days. But
You see, I think I just assume because you are a horror guy, and I kind of forget that my horror and your horror are slightly different. I'm more interested in real life stories, in stuff like that, which is why I enjoyed season 1 and season 2 of this show. But yeah,
TV shows are a big commitment, though. You got 8 episodes to get through, and they're an hour each if they're on Netflix or whatever. So I haven't watched like the Hill House or any of those either. Or the Fall of House of Usher. I've not watched. Yeah.
Oh,
I find it
that's
easier
so good as well.
I know. I find it easier to just sit and watch a movie, but TV, like horror TV shows, it's rare that they grab me. Like,
desperately resisting commenting on how much free time you have, but never mind. Okay, so then we've got some action figure news from McFarlane. We've got some really nice Green Lantern figures and some flashes with the comic books, the iconic DC comic books. I really like that Flash 2-pack there where you get Jay Garrick and you get Barry Allen in the comic book, and then obviously with the Green Lantern one you get Hal. And is that, Efren, help us out, is that Jessica Cruz, I think she's called, or something?
I believe so. That's her name. Yeah, Jessica Cruz. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I quite like these. Any of you guys like these? I know they're not really the kind of things most of you pick up, but have you got any interest in these?
So these are the page punchers, aren't they? Are these the page puncher ones? Because I've got
I
comic
don't
books.
think these are lined as page punches. These are iconic DC comic book ones.
Okay,
Or
cool.
something. I'm not 100% sure.
There
Oh,
was
actually, they
some
are. Sorry, the
stuff
page
announced
breakers.
Yeah, they are.
sorry.
I thought they were. Yeah. I thought because there was some cool DC stuff announced this year, but they're characters I don't overly collect, but they look nice. That
I'm
visual flash looks cool.
I'm digging the Flash one.
Yeah, me too.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And I like the fact you get the comic book reference so you can display the figures with the comic behind it, in that pose. I quite like them. And then speaking of Tron, we get this HasLab monstrosity, which I absolutely hate. So this is some of the Tron figures. You get the light up base, you get the light cycles. I think this is awful. I just think it's awful for the money. I can't remember exactly. Someone in the chat, if you know, tell us how much this set was costing. But I remember looking at it and thinking, what in the hell are you paying for with this?
Oh, are you ready, Pete? Are you ready for this? Put it this way, it's dying because it needs 10,000 backers to even get made, and it's got 901. Not many people jump to this. I don't think this should have been a HasLab because Tron is not that popular.
Yeah.
The price of this thing is insane. They want $259.99 for 5 minifigures, because these are 3
Yeah,
3/4
they're
inch,
small, aren't they?
and then 2 little light cycles and a fancy base that glows up. That is it. It is crap. $259.99. This is the worst thing ever, but it is launching Hasbro's new initiative 375.
Yeah,
So they are going
on
to.
for you.
All right, cool. We'll go on to that in a bit then. But yeah, I think for $259.99, that's insane.
I think these HasLab things and these crowdfund things have just kind of gotten a bit out of control. The quality of them just seems to be totally vacant these days.
I mean, if it was 6-inch and there were 6-inch light cycles and it made lights and sounds and stuff, maybe I could justify it. But 3 3/4 inch, we're talking a tiny place here.
James, you gonna rush to buy these?
Nope. I don't have any more interesting commentary on this, so I'll just...
You don't fancy a little light cycle to play with in your bed?
No, I'm good.
No, not for me either, I have to say. Couple of comments in the chat, guys. Boring is a boring story. We want bigger names. John Wayne Gacy, Night Stalker. Yeah, I'm surprised with some of the ones they've gone for, so I think you're right.
We're getting a Gacy show anyway. Shortly.
Yeah.
So,
and didn't we have a Night Stalker one on Netflix not that long ago? Or at least a documentary, at least one. There was something on Netflix that was quite popular recently.
Sure, yeah.
So I think it'll rely on what's being made in the industry as well, won't it? No one's going to want to tell the same story.
I enjoy the show, but the voice. I rarely watch horror. Never seen Hill House, Conjuring, or any of the modern day stuff. Halloween is my kind of horror.
Good taste.
Classic stuff, Phil. Classic stuff. Speaking of the Conjuring is it the Conjuring universe?
Yeah.
I get confused. I get confused.
Annabelle is in the Conjuring.
Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, I watched Annabelle Comes Home last night. We'll have to do a review on that, chaps.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the next episode of...
It's like a big episode of Scooby-Doo, isn't it?
That's why I love it, I think.
With giant hellhound dog thing chasing them around. And...
Oh, but the ferryman. The ferryman was cool, I thought.
Which one was the ferryman again? The ferryman.
The coins
Sorry,
and the
yeah.
coins. That was cool.
Yeah, I quite like them. Yeah, they were. I'm not saying there's not some good bits in it, because there was some good bits, but it just felt very different.
That very beginning, though, where the Annabelle's in the car and the car breaks down and all the ghosts are at the gates of the cemetery staring at them, that's frigging cool. And then she's in the back of the car. She just died in the accident. That's mint.
Yeah. No, I did like that. I'm not. Yeah, we'll go into it, guys. There were some bits I enjoyed. For the most part, it was just like, this is just a bit. Yeah. The best McFarlane announcement is still to come. It's not going to be made. Simple as that. Just release the bloody figures and bikes as Hasbro or dedicated retail exclusives. HasLab is just shite. I have to agree with you, Stephen, on this one. Have any of you picked up any of the HasLab stuff?
Nope.
No, me neither. I think
I don't agree with it.
Didn't they do the Proton packs and things like that? Was that HasLabs?
That was all HasLab, yeah.
Yeah. Tron isn't strong enough regardless of size. Yeah, I agree. It's not a big line. I was super happy about the 3.75 scale, although I always love the 3.75 scale figures more, but not at this price. Agree, Stephen. Agree. Okay. Guys, you're going to have to help us. I have no clue what SWAT cats are, but Mondo are going to be making with some figures of them. Yep,
yeah, it was an animated series from the 90s. It only went for a season. But it's beloved, really was great. It was sort of like it was before Gargoyles, Sorrow, was it? So it was sort of like, it was that level of acclaim, I thought, at the time, anyway.
Okay.
It was in that era where anthropomorphic animals were all the rage, so it was, you had Street Sharks, Turtles, SWAT Cats, so they were the cat versions.
Yeah. Efren, are you a SWAT Cat guy?
Yeah, never heard of him.
No, me neither.
I'm surprised, Peter, this would have been right around with Street Sharks and stuff. I would have thought you'd have been.
I never watched Street Sharks either. I kind of dipped out at Turtles, to be honest. Okay. I think for me, James, to be perfectly honest, I got to like the Turtles era, whenever that was. And then I know, like Fuzzy saying Samurai Pizza Cats, SWAT Cats, all that kind of stuff, Street Sharks was coming out. But I think that's when I got my first game system. So that was around about the time I got my Sega Master System or whatever. Yeah. And my entire spare time collecting habits shifted from toys to games. Yeah. And I just kind of lost all of this stuff, to be honest. Killer Tomatoes as well, Fuzzy. We've talked about this on the show, but I've never watched an episode. Not seen the film either. I have to go back and watch the film. And then Sorrel, you sent us these images of some Predator figures, which look pretty darn cool.
Yeah, so these are by NECA. This is for Predator Badlands. I like the fact that they're getting these out quickly. We're not waiting years to get an action figure. So it looks ready to go to me. So I think this will be shipping pretty soon, I would have thought. But you've got the robot and you've got the Predator. I believe they're both coming single packed. I don't think it's a double pack. But I don't think we've had that official announcement yet. But it looks cool. I like the design of this young Predator style. Like he's not got all his armor just yet, and I kind of like it. It's looking very cool. I'm excited for the movie.
I think, and I'm going to come to each of the guys in a second, I think this film is going to absolutely split the crowd. I think you're going to get old fogies like myself, probably. I think I might be different, but I think old people who want to see a Predator film that is like Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator 1. The Predator should be a monster, hunting them, horror, blah, blah, blah. This isn't going to be that film. This looks like a action kind of much more, how can I put it? It doesn't look like it's the same theme of Predator that we're used to. It looks like it's going to be more action orientated, almost superhero-esque, dare I say.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
What are you thinking, James? Are you thinking this is going to be good?
I'm certain. I have a lot of faith in Dan Trachtenberg. Very good track record with the series so far. I like it's a fresh take. Making the Predator the protagonist. Even like a couple of weeks ago came out that was PG-13, and some people were kicking off. But the argument is that, well, it's only like alien blood, and you can shred aliens through meat grinders for PG-13, so that's fine. So there's no human characters in it, so it doesn't need
I'd
to
say
be
they're all
R-rated.
robots and stuff, so there's no gore in it because there's no humans. So you can slash aliens to death, no one cares.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm certain it's going to be really cool. I like the kind of minimalist story as well. Like there's not going to be much dialogue really in it, other than coming from Ella Fanning.
Did you guys see the final trailer that they put out?
I don't think I've
haven't
seen the
seen
one
one in
that's
the
just
last.
come out.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to watch it
There's a
because
scene where you see the big yellow walker things from Alien. They look like the ones from Alien. The big
Nice.
mech suits.
Yeah.
I swear it's the same one. It's bright yellow and it looks identical. I swear it's the same thing. So that's again another little crossover touch that they're going
Well,
for.
we know that she's from Wales.
Yeah,
don't we?
Wales, yeah. So it's interesting.
Efren, how about you? Are you excited for this film? Is this the one you're going to go and see?
I'm gonna go see it. My daughter actually went to a panel, San Diego Comic Con.
Oh, right.
They showed like the first 10 minutes of it. She said,
oh, really?
Okay.
and she's not into Predator at all, but she loved it. She said it was
Okay.
really good. And they gave away a mask, or or something. They gave away. This was Hall H it wasn't on a Saturday though. But she got in, and she said it was really good.
That sounds very cool.
Joshy Boy Toys put a post up, but I thought so too. Is the girl? Is she half off? But she's only half a body.
Yeah, half the price. Yeah, I would imagine so.
But she loved
Some other cool action figure news. I like this. This is from McFarlane. He knocks out some incredible figures. 7-inch action figures, all based on the original kind of lineup of Image comic book characters. So we've got Spawn, image of the kind of figure above there. Some very, very cool accessories. We've got Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon. Dear God, there was a image from the latest issue of that hit the line online the other day. Just horrific. I don't know why anyone would. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. It's vile. We've got Shadowhawk, who's a character I quite enjoyed. We've got Wildcats, Witchblade, and Youngblood. So I quite like that. I don't have a Spawn action figure. I don't think I've got a Spawn action figure. So I might go for a Spawn and I might go for a Shadowhawk, to be honest, because I quite like the Shadowhawk character.
I've only got the Mortal Kombat Spawn so far, so I do want like a proper Spawn. Yeah. But you do know why they're putting out these now, don't you? You know why these have been announced, right?
Why is that?
Because obviously they're losing the Mattel they're losing the DC license to Mattel after next year. So they're starting to announce things that are other comic book related that we've had a touch on. So but I'm excited to see Witchblade finally get some love. Yeah, I'm excited to see Witchblade and stuff. As far as I'm aware, though, McFarlane would still probably be able to do like the Marvel statues, and I'm guessing they might try and do DC statues going forward, maybe, because that isn't an action figure. But the big main line of figures are going to be gone, aren't they, after next year? Yeah. So
I'm just barely disappointed that the Darkness isn't there.
I'm guessing that'll be wave 2.
I don't buy this scale anymore, but I love the Darkness so much. I'd buy just that figure just to have maybe a Spawn to go with it. It's a duo or whatever. But
didn't Darkness come later? Because these are all.
It was a spin-off of
Witchblade,
aren't they? It was 90s, but it was I think issue like 12 or 13 of Witchblade. That character was introduced.
This is kind of the original first run
of comics lineups, isn't it?
Books. Yeah. Although Witchblade, I don't remember being part of that lineup. Was Witchblade Image initially?
Yep.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I read. Do you remember when I think it was when the works back in the day was called Book Depot? Do you remember that, Pete? And they sold a load of Image comics off dirt cheap for like 99p back in the day. And I bought tons of Witchblade. They had Tomb Raider books, the Darkness books. They had tons of Image books back in the day. And I got into comic books by reading loads of them Witchblade books.
Some nice ones. They've been talking about that Youngblood character, Prophet, for a long time because there was rumours that he was going to get his own TV show for some reason. Very random character, but his first appearance picked a little bit, but you can still get it for under $10. You know, but I don't know why the focus on that character in particular. Let's just quickly jump to the chat, guys. Chris, Muscle Mutts for the win. Never heard of Muscle Mutts. Have you guys heard of Muscle Mutts?
It sounds like it's one of those like.
It sounds like a
90s
bellism,
kind of-
doesn't it?
More
Yeah,
like-
it sounds like a
bodybuilding
bellism.
dance.
Sounds like something Chris has made up. Not that I would dare suggest that you're telling fibs, Chris, but Muscle
Googling
Mutts sounds interesting. Predator Bandlands
No, it's a
coming in a
cartoon.
few weeks. It's a cartoon, is it? Gee gods.
It's a cartoon. It looks like Street Sharks, but with dog heads. Oh my god, that's weird.
I really hope Badlands is good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking out the comic, Fuzzy. Is that from Marvel? Is that from Marvel?
Yeah, it's a one shot. It's coming out. I think it's
Okay.
after the movie. It's like a week after the movie. It's going to be out. It's prequel.
SWAT cats. Are these companies run out of ideas? Yeah. She's got to be half price. This is half a figure. Absolutely. PG-13, so no blood and guts. Aren't the soldiers in the final trailer? I think
There is actually,
might be,
yeah.
but
There
there
is
might be
actually.
robots. It's similar to the Power Loader.
It'd be a precursor or something like that.
Oh, there you go. Andrew's agreeing with you, James. Where's the darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Phil. It's Mark Silvestri's baby, Witchblade. Yeah, never read it. That's right. Thank you, Fuzzy. It was Top Cow, which was an imprint of Image. Yeah, that's right. I knew it wasn't
God,
under the
that's a
Image
locked
label
memory.
at first. I think what happened when they set up all the different companies, didn't they all have different? There was Image, but then a few of them had their own kind of imprint names.
Yeah,
Top
depending
Cow
on which
was.
creator it was. Yeah.
Yeah. We've disappointed Chris. We do apologise, Chris. We do apologise. Okay, chaps. Moving on to a bit more news. We've got the Vision Quest news, as we've already mentioned. James Spader is coming back to play Ultron. Interestingly, there's a whole host of other AIs listed. So Jarvis is listed, as is Friday, and it is saying that they're all going to be represented, and you're going to get the human versions of them within the series as well. So I'm assuming we're going to get some kind of like, I don't know, computer scape where they're represented as human beings or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how.
It's very convenient for the budget, isn't it? That
Absolutely, absolutely.
You don't need to do a CG
I'm blown
Ultron.
away by that, I have to say. I'm a big James Spader fan, mind, and I think he was done dirty in Ultron. I'm glad to see him come back. What about you, Efren? Are you happy to see James Spader back?
I love the voice of him portrayed as Ultron. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with this. But like Fuzzy said, maybe a couple years too late. They probably had it in pre-production and they just couldn't say no. You know.
Yeah. It's strange that it's taken so long, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've then got this news that Speed has been cast in Vision Quest. Now, I haven't got a clue who this guy is. I know who the Speed character of Speed is. It's one of Wanda's children. Anybody know this actor?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
No.
Sounds Irish. Brewery.
Yeah,
More like a-
it's nice that Speed's going to be in it. I'm pleased about that.
It's
I want
harsh.
more Wiccan.
I'm about to say, will Wiccan appear in this then with Agatha? Will there be a crossover? Here?
Not being mentioned, but crime if they don't, because he's a
Makes sense.
fabulous character. Character. Is the one from Armor Wars in it? That's just gone dead, Fuzzy, in it. Never heard anything else about that. Just started the Blacklist. Never seen it. So Fuzzy, Blacklist is like any series that's been going on for a long time. It's got some really dodgy seasons and episodes, but in general, just watch it for Spader. He's absolutely phenomenal in it. He's superb. And then we've got some Daredevil news. Efren, we've got Elektra coming back in Daredevil Born Again. This something you're keen to see?
I liked her when she was in this. Well, I forgot what season it was. She's in season 2, I believe. You know, I thought it was a good. You know, I liked her character. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, seeing what they're gonna do. You know, so yeah, see how it goes.
What about the rest of you guys?
Is it just that Elektra's back, or is Elodie Young back as Elektra? Do you know?
I think she's back as Elektra, and also we've got confirmation that whatchamacallit's back as Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she's back.
I liked her in it, but I wouldn't have been super upset if there was a recast for that character. So I'm sort of like, okay, cool. Well, she's back. You know, I'm not either way too, far. You know.
I don't even remember her being in the series.
I don't remember where
feel
she was
like-
left off. It was Defenders was the last time we saw her.
See, I've not watched Defenders.
Do you
You
guys?
ever watch Defenders now?
That was good. Do you guys know of the Netflix and Daredevil when he was in Netflix? All the people who were in charge of it, were they the same people who were in charge of the Disney show too?
No.
Or was it a whole new?
It was Stephen DeKnight. So he
Okay.
did Spartacus, and then he went on to do that. He's doing something else.
Okay, just curious.
Okay, we've got news from the Comic-Con that they're going to be a series of animated Nightfall animated shows. So we're going to get a set of movies based on the whole Nightfall, which is where Batman gets his back broken by Bane. We'll then get Azrael as the Bat for a while, a kind of a crazy version of Batman. And then we have Batman coming back to reclaim the mantle of the Bat. Great run of books back in the day. I'm quite excited about this. I think one thing I will absolutely give props to DC for is they quite often do their animated tales. Yes, they go awry sometimes, but for the main part, they do well with their animated universe. Sorrel, is this something that you're looking forward to?
Oh, very much. Do you know what? I've never read Nightfall, so
Really?
I know of it. I know what happens, kind of thing in it, but I've never sat and read it. So I'll be interested to watch the animated versions and read the books in preparation for it.
It's a great storyline, and it's if they do it from start to finish, it's a really interesting arc when you see kind of Batman worn down in terms of how he gets to the state he gets when Bane finally bests him, and then the fight for the mantle of the Bat, and Azrael, who's an interesting character in himself, kind of claiming the mantle of Batman and then going crazy. It's really, really good. It's really good.
Well, they did the death of Superman story in the animated stuff, and they did kind of do like part 1, part 2, and like tie-in stories, and so they will do it justice if it's a good book to do, and then they'll do a couple of films on it, and it should be good.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love them to do Cataclysm as well, the one where there's a massive earthquake in Gotham, and it turns into no man's land, where there's no access to Gotham and things like that, and you've got everybody running wild, basically. That's a really, really cool story. Efren, you familiar with Nightfall?
I read it I read it when it first came out. I mean, obviously the sticking point is, Batman's back gets broken and his rehabilitation and who took his place and all that. But it's been such a long time since I've read it. But I am looking forward to this animated series. So hopefully it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. James, this one you've read?
I read it back in the day. Kind of back when Arkham came out, and I was really getting into Batman comics. So, I know it's a super, it's one of the most iconic Batman moments, and I like Azrael as a character. But I'm not super. I wasn't super blown away by it, But I'll see just the trailer for the movie, and if it looks good, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah. We've got filled in 3 big volumes to read, 3 omnibuses for Nightfall. Yeah, absolutely. It took a while to tell that story. It needs to be at least 8-hour episodes. It needs to be a chunky monkey. It certainly does, Terry. Next bit of news has got me excited. I know you guys haven't necessarily watched the latest series, but we've got confirmation that Dexter Resurrection has been renewed for season 2. They're at the writing room already, starting to pen it out. This is great news. This could have ended at the end of the last season because it ends kind of perfectly. But based on the quality of the last series, this has got me very excited. Just even down to the quality of the guest stars that chucked into this last season was incredible. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This will be very cool. None of you are up to speed with it, are you?
It's on the list. I love the look of it, and I love the concept. It sounds really just fun. It's a bit kind of a silly idea, but it sounds really cool. It's a cool setting to put them in. So I will give it a watch, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's superb. And then I can easily see Resurrection getting 4 or 5 seasons. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I am still gutted they got rid of the bin season 2 of the prequel, because I did enjoy that as well.
I can imagine we'll get a flashback episode or 2 with that cast, in this probably.
Absolutely. Dexter is superb. Right, moving on, chaps. Invincible season 4 officially premieres in March 2026. This is fantastic news because the last season seemed to take forever and a day. So I'm very, very pleased to see we're getting that soon. We've got a teaser trailer for it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which was great. So looking forward to that. Then we've got the Ultimate Universe is ending. And they've confirmed it is definitely ending in these comic books. But what they've said is that there will be lasting repercussions in the normal mainstream Marvel universe. I'm a bit gutted about that because, I have to say, out of all of them, Ultimate Spider-Man's the book I'm reading. I'm not really reading the rest of them regularly. What about the rest of you? Are any of you reading the Ultimate Universe? Are you upset about this going?
I've been reading it. The only one I didn't read, I think Peter and I decided not to read Ultimate X-Men because it just seemed too silly. Yeah. But I mean, I like this universe. I'm not sure why they're getting rid of it exactly. I hope they don't absorb it into the 616 again, like they did with the first time. You know,
Yeah.
when Miles went over and some of the characters there, just like the big ones. I'm not sure why they're ending it, you know, completely. That's it, you know, but I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't as popular. You know, if the fans don't like it, they'll get rid of it, you know.
I think it's sold well. I think some of the key books have sold well. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a case of it's end, but it'll continue on in some shape or form. You know, I don't think this is the last we've seen. And like you, Efren, I hope they don't just amalgamate it back into the normal MCU, because then do we really need another Spider-Man running around?
Yeah, spider
Do you know?
creatures
So,
and spider
yeah.
entities out there now.
Yeah. So yeah, I am optimistic as long as they keep Ultimate Spider-Man, because it has been good. Next, Sorrel. Swamp Thing is killing the children. Is this something that's got you interested?
I just thought it was very interesting. It's a weird crossover, that, isn't it? So, Something is Killing the Children is going to be crossing over with Swamp Thing. It's going to be on the DC Black label. James Tynion announced it at Comic-Con. It's just such a weird little crossover, isn't it? But I'm intrigued.
I mean,
I got sent it's something killing the children. I got sent that. I forgot it was one of the guys in the chat. I'm sorry, one of you guys sent me this recently in a comic bundle that I got. So I am going to sit and read it. So I'm intrigued as to what the Swamp Thing crossover is going to be like. How weird.
yeah. I mean, Efren, you're a Something That's Killing the Children fan. I've not read a lot of Swamp Thing. Is this a crossover you excited about?
If it's going to be written by James Tynion, right? I'm assuming.
I
Yep.
don't know.
I believe so.
I don't know.
He's announced it at Comic-Con, so I would guess so.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in it, but what I'm more interested in, if they would just continue Something That's Killing the Children, it hasn't been an issue for a while now that I remember. You know, and he said it was going to go up to 100 episodes. I think he said recently, James Tynion, but it's just like at a standstill, the regular series. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like, you know. But yeah, you know, hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah. Something that's got you intrigued, Mr. Keegan?
Oh, my ears perked as soon as I heard this news. So I've only read the first issue of Something's Killing the Children. It was interesting. I don't know why I just didn't continue with it. I want to go back at some point. But I love Swamp Thing. And I've read loads and watched loads of Swamp Thing stuff. I just love the name is just really fun. And like, I have they said whether this is like Erica Slaughter meets Swamp Thing, or is it the monsters versus Swamp Thing, or is it Swamp Thing instead of the monsters? Or...
They've not said. They've not given any detail that I've seen.
I'm just fascinated to see what it's going to be. I'll definitely be reading this anyway.
And then this next image is
it was
from...
Andy. Sorry, Fuzzy saying it was Andy that sent it. So thank you very much, Fuzzy, for pointing that out. Yeah, Andy sent me that comment.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
I believe that's what he's saying.
Next, we've got an image from Absolute Batman. This is the Absolute Universe's version of Harley Quinn. So, I don't know if you guys are up to speed with Absolute Batman. It's been really, really good. The latest issue was excellent. I'm loving that they're introducing all these characters. Harley Quinn in this universe is the leader of the Red Hood gang. It's just a nice design for her. I quite like her. So I'm excited to see where she goes in the Absolute Universe. Ellen Studios, pardon me, Original Sin was awesome. I absolutely loved it, mate. I absolutely loved it. I wasn't anticipating enjoying it as much as I could, but by maybe it's the second episode, what are you laughing at?
This is a comment.
Okay, I'll get to it. By the second episode, I'd completely forgotten that these were different characters, and it just all melded into the Dexter universe. So yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Fuzzy, if they don't end it, they can't bring it back. That is very true. We've got Kenneth. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. Oh, they're not ending it because the creator jumped ship. I don't think so, Terry. It's different creators on each book. So, I'm not sure. Or are you talking about Hickman? Hickman had the overarching plan for the entire kind of universe, I think. Absolutely cannot wait for season 4 of Invincible. Yeah, it's got me excited as well. Can't believe they end the Ultimate Universe. I think there'll be something here. Tragedy. I think it'll continue on in some way. Hickman jumping to DC. Okay, like that makes sense. They're the front runners of the Ultimate Universe. Okay, interesting. How can Ultimate Spidey end on 24? I think it'll continue on in some way. Big JC. We've got lots of Jesus comments tonight, which is very nice. Thanks for your thoughts and prayers. Denzel Camp was brilliant on Absolute Martian Manhunter. Yeah, I'm behind on that, Fuzzy. I feel like I've missed it. I've only read the first 3 or 4 issues. Harley has the same haircut as Efren.
That was the one. That was the one.
Sayers and the Ultimate Spidey, 24 description. That's it, folks. The last you'll see of Spidey and his Ultimate Friends by Jonathan Hickman. And that's all we can tell you. Interesting.
Gotta be more. Come on.
We've got Kev. Maybe Harley has alopecia, like Will Smith. Right? Swamp Thing is a character I'd love to read more of. Any reading Rex. So, Phil, I've got the Alan Moore. Is it Alan Moore? Yeah. The 3 volumes of
Saga
Absolute
of
Alan
Swamp
Moore.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't read any of them yet, but I've got 3 volumes because they were recommended by Chris from Off My Shelves. So absolutely worth picking up, because you know what Chris is like. Chris has got nothing but good recommendations.
Yeah. New 52 run is very good as well. More hard, like very horror.
Can't get through a show without some Blockies news. We've got Batman Blockies coming out. Quite like that image. I feel like Blockies has just taken over the universe. Everything. I mean, you were talking about Jurassic Park Blockies on your show earlier.
I wouldn't know these.
If I Phil Blockies, there's all sorts coming.
If I didn't do the show, I wouldn't know these existed. Like I would have never seen them. Never seen them in the shops or anything. Like, I wouldn't even know they were a thing.
Everywhere.
So in America and in England, you will never see them due to licensing laws. So McFarlane and Mattel and Hasbro have it really tight that they can't have action figures of anything that's not made by them. So Blocky's making action figures of Superman and stuff will never get into Western markets. You have to get these from like Asia imported.
Yeah.
It's all licensing laws.
Interesting. Next, we've got this new announcement from DC. I love this. This is Next Level, DC Next Level. A whole host of titles: Batwoman, Deathstroke, Firestorm. Love me a bit of Firestorm. Shadow of the Bat, Zatanna, Lobo, Demon, and Barbara Gordon Breakout. These are all... These are all... Fuzzy's not impressed if he can't get the Mr. Freeze he wants. Chris doesn't get Blockies. These are all designed so that they're easy to pick up for newer readers. So it's characters that might not normally get a full series or a kind of a lot of limelight, designed just kind of as jumping in points for people, which I absolutely love. There's a lot of creators listed to them. The one that jumped out at us straight away is my brain, Scotty Young doing Lobo.
Yeah,
that could be really interesting
choice.
Yeah, that could be really interesting. I think the one that jumps out at me straight away, like I said, is Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. Big fan of Firestorm. What about you guys? Efren, we'll start with you. If you could pick one of those titles to read, which are you going for?
What's the one on the upper right-hand side? That's Zatanna?
Zatanna. Yeah.
I think I picked that one. I've been reading some of her standalone books, and I like them. You know, I always like the way her spells are always, backwards.
Yeah.
You know, so it takes me a minute to figure out what the hell she's exactly. Yeah. I think I would pick Zatanna. I've been reading her more on a regular basis.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, I quite like Zatanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Sorrel, how about you?
I was going to say Zatanna as well, but as Devil's Advocate, I'll say Lobo as well. Lobo's another character that really, really interests me. I'm really looking forward to the movie interpretation of him. But I've never read too many books of him on his own, like a Lobo book. I've always seen him as a villain in other arcs and stuff. Yeah. So it'd be cool to get a book centered around him and get a bit more story on just Lobo.
Yeah, I mean, Scotty Young, who's going to be doing that book, is phenomenal. I'm not sure if he's just doing the writing or if he's doing all the art as well. But his art style is superb. And he's written some really good books. So he did I Hate Fairyland, which I'm a big fan of. So, yeah, pretty good. How about you, Mr. Keegan?
I'm assuming the demon is Etrigan, the living demon. So I 100% I love that character. Really underrated. I don't think I've read any solo stuff with him. So I'd be excited to jump into that.
I think this is a great little jumping in point for, again, you might not get full series, but for your kind of your second, third tier characters who don't normally get the limelight, do you know what I mean? So characters like Firestorm. I'm interested in the Shadow of the Bat. I'm presuming that's not going to be Batman centric. That's going to be
family kind of thing,
Bat family related, So yeah, interesting.
I'm even liking the kind of retro like kind of titles, like the Deathstroke, the Terminator, and the kind of fonts for them and stuff looks very like 90s-y, It's cool.
Andrew, what on earth is Barbara Gordon book? Not a clue, mate. I'm not up to speed with Barbara at the moment. I don't know if is she back as Efren? You're reading Nightwing. Is she back as Batgirl now? Did I see?
No, she's basically I forgot her character where she helps everybody out in
Oracle.
a town. Oracle. She's basically been Oracle for a while now. So I haven't seen her in a Batgirl outfit in probably about a year or so. So
Okay.
yeah, I was
The
looking at
way-
that one too. Curious to see what they're going to do. There's no Batgirl, or just her as Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering whether, because of the like say the logos are very 90s looking, very 80s original
Yeah,
looking. Are they going to be comics based in older continuity? Like, are they
Yeah.
going to be back in? Is Barbara Gordon going to
Well,
be Batgirl in this rather than, or is it
so-
like the breakout of Batgirl? Is that the idea?
So they've said that very clearly that this is designed for people to just jump on and read an issue or so. It's designed for easy access. So the best way to do that is to just get it out of continuity. So it might be that these are tales set, like you say, in any time period where the character's been popular. And those, I mean, that Firestorm, I'm not keep harking back to that, but the Firestorm title is very similar to the 80s version of the book. So it might be that these are out of continuity, easy read, kind of easy pickup books, which is exactly what we'll probably need. I'll be picking up Zatanna and Lobo. I want to know more about Deathstroke and Barbara Gordon, though I'd rather she was just Batgirl. Yeah. DC's better than Marvel right now. Absolutely agree. I was reading an article today where it's just saying that it feels like Marvel's just dropped the ball. They're just not interested in comics. It's all about movies, MCU. Scotty Young's just doing the writing. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm sorry as well from the chat. I had to make spaghetti for my mum. No problem at all, Anton. Corona is doing the art on Lobo. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like his work as well. Which of us wants to give Marvel a kick up the arse? I think we'll probably line up for that, bud. We'll probably line up for that. That was an awesome series, Shadow of the Bat. Yeah, the original run was super good. I really enjoyed that. Lobo's had an ongoing run for 60 plus issues.
This is the thing, though. When books have, like, when I see that doesn't make me want to pick up and read it because it's already had a ridiculous amount of backstory. I'm never going to catch up on that. I like it when I see, like, when they do like recently, like say when they've just started doing these new like Batman going forward, they're good jumping in points for people. But then when they start bringing in older continuity and stuff, that's when I start struggling because I'm not a big DC reader. So if they're going to start doing some books that are out of continuity and in their own little bubble, I like that.
So I think that's the absolute point of these sort of, like, you don't need to worry about the continuity, because again, that Lobo symbol there is the old style Lobo book symbol.
Yeah.
So I think this is designed just to pick up. Connie has just joined the channel as a member. Thank you so much, Connie. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate your
Happy
support.
9 p.m. She's happy 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. It is 9 p.m. I have no shame in saying Marvel Comics died with Stan Lee. Wow, yeah. There's some decent stuff now and then, but not often. Okay, guys, just a quick mention of these. First of all, I'm very excited that we've got Matt Tracker entering G.I. Joe. This is kind of doubly confirmed in the latest issue of Transformers, where we had Miles Mayhem. So those of you that don't know, these are characters, Miles and Matt Tracker, from the Mask universe, the toy line that I loved back in the day. Now, I've often said on this channel that I think Mask should become kind of the humans' answer to Transformers. So we use the Transformer technology to create the vehicles from the Mask line. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. So excited about that. Sorrel, you sent us some Sesame Street stuff. What's that?
Mate, Funko Pops. We're finally getting Sesame Street ones. I'm well excited. I want the count because I need to put it on my shelf and go Funko Pop. Funko Pop. And the Oscar the Grouch, they're making a flocked variant. I mean, who doesn't want a fuzzy Oscar on their shelf?
I mean, I'm surprised it took this long considering the fan outcry for Sesame Street Funkos.
Yep. The count has been a lot.
Flying off the shelves from what I hear.
No, it's you. You're laughing. They sell fast. These sell out because they never do big runs of them. They appear for a little while, and then once they're gone, it's like today. I saw Pinky and the Brain on the shelf. That 2-pack there was only one left on the shelf in Smith's. Only one there. They sell out so quick because they don't do big. It's like they know that a run of these won't sell as good as a Spider-Man will. So they only do a limited run of them. And like the Count is a character I'd love on my shelf as a horror collector.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, Efren, I know you're not necessarily an action figure collector, but we've now got from McFarlane Toys a line of Geiger figures coming out. I know you're a fan of Geiger. Is this a figure you might consider picking up?
This is not the actual figure, right? This is just an animated.
No, yeah.
Yeah. If I looked at the actual figure, if it's something like this, then yeah, I may be interested in getting it. I don't have many, but if this looks something like that, then yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this line. We're going to get a GI Robot as well. We're going to hopefully get Pranky from Hyde Street. I've got a feeling this might be a line that gets me back into the smaller scale action figures. Any of you guys reading any, other than Efren, any of you guys reading any of the kind of the Geigers and the Ghost Machine, the Rook, and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Read Hyde Street. I think you'd like it, Zorro. It has to do, obviously has to do with horror and you know that type of book. You know, I think you'd really enjoy that book.
Yeah, I think both of you guys would like Hyde Street because it's just horror. It's you know, it's tales of the unexpected every issue. You know, I think you should really get into that. Junkyard Joe, thank you, Fuzzy. That's right, Junkyard Joe, not GI Robot. That's DC, isn't it? I'm really hopeful for McFarlane's Geiger figures, but still got to pick up the Berserker figure. I don't think I've seen the Berserker figure, Andrew.
Berserker looks nice.
Okay, I've only read a few issues of that. That's a Keanu Reeves one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm surprised we've not had a film about that yet. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's why he did it. Do you know what I mean? To get another movie. Junkyard Joe was great. I'm going to grab Hyde Street, Red Coat, and Rook when the Deluxe has come out. Great books. If you're not reading Ghost Machine, you're missing out.
Yep.
I love most Ghost Machines, Rocket People, and the Devil Angel kids are good as well. I think, we're talking on the chat here, guys, about Marvel Comics and things like that. For me, Image is where it's at the moment. There's some great Image books, particularly, like I say, Geiger and Hyde Street, and Rook was excellent, and all those. Red Coat is a big favourite as well. Efren, I know you're reading Red Coat. That's a good book as well.
I'm enjoying them all. Yeah.
Well worth checking those out. The Northerner could also be good. I'm not sure I've seen much about that one, Fuzzy. Remind us what that one is. I'm not sure. Oh, did I talk about that in a show a little while ago? It's not out yet, Fuzzy, is it? I don't think. But yeah, I'm sure I've read something about that, but I can't quite picture it. Berserker's great and already has toys in a novel and an animated series. Didn't know it was an animated series, Andrew. And a live action show coming, so I think it might be a grower. Yeah, it's bound to. Wanted to mention this. This is Inglorious X-Force. This is set in the universe after the current Age of whatever it is event. So I think this is Tomorrow's Dreams or something is the banner line. I just like to look at this because it's got some of my favourite characters. So we've got Cable, Archangel, who's a personal favourite. I need a decent Archangel statue or figure. Boom Boom, Tabitha, who I haven't seen in much for a long time, and Helverine. You guys familiar with Helverine?
Yeah.
So it's Wolverine's son, Dakin, taken over by a spirit. I don't think it's a spirit of vengeance. It's a different, it's a different demonic spirit, but basically it's Ghost Rider. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a pretty cool character. So I like the look of this. Anything with Archangel in, I'm willing to read. So yeah, I'll give that one a go. Jeff Jones, almost like the actual good creators know how to do a good job. Marvel should pay more and for good creators. Absolutely agree, Phil. I keep seeing trailers for Keanu Reeves' new movie, and now it's impossible not to see how crap his acting is. I've never thought about it until a stream a few months back. So, Ellen, you are absolutely right. I'm a big Keanu fan as a person. I love the John Wick films, but let's be honest, he doesn't act in the John Wick films. He just walks around and does his action stuff. He doesn't have to speak. But then the trailer for the film where he's an angel or something is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical.
Do you not think Keanu Reeves is on that same wavelength as like Nick Cage though? Just the fact that they're the fact that they're like, come on, Nick Cage is shit actor, isn't it? But them two together though, like if any film they announce, you go and see, don't you? Come on, you go. I'll sit through any Nick Cage shot, and I'll sit.
Have they ever starred in a movie together?
Oh, that would be a wall breaking, wouldn't it?
That'd be amazing.
I mean, I love me a bit of Nick Cage. I'm not convinced I'm going to see his latest film about Jesus. That looks too much. X-Men relaunch announcement lacked imagination, was very disappointing. The AI actor is 100% more human than Keanu. Keanu doesn't need to act, he just has aura. See, I'm with you. I am with you. I love me a bit of Keanu. Keanu is Pedro. Keegan's gonna kick off. Just a few thick thing. Oh, Jesus, My brain. A few quick things to talk about. We've got the cover odds for Marvel, so for Mark Spears, Monsters and the Wolf. This book is released this week in blind bag format. There are 75 variants in the blind bags. I think 45 true kind of alternate covers. A mixture of glow-in-the-dark, foils, sketches, all kinds of stuff. I've got a load of these on the way from America, so I'll do a show about those when I finally get them. But just to mention to people, if you are buying any of the blind bags, there are some golden tickets in these. Now, I just assumed it would be in the blind bag, but there was a video by Mark a little while ago showing you and placing them in the books. They're actually inside the comic itself. So if you are getting a few blind bags, make sure you flick open the actual comic and check you haven't got a golden ticket in there, or else you might never see it. Dear God,
It's going to be like you're going to be like Veruca Salt, aren't you, with all your 100 bags? I want a bean feast, ripping them all open, trying to find a golden ticket.
Sorrel.
Are you mocking my Stranger Things Care Bears little image?
Care Bears.
Don't diss Care Bears. So Care Bears are having a crossover with Stranger Things now. It's just the maddest crossover ever. I got excited a little bit because Grumpy Bear as a Demogorgon sounds hilarious, right? But that's not what we're getting. Okay. We're getting like the kids as Care Bears, which is the stupidest, crappiest version of a crossover I've ever read in my life. I wanted Tenderheart Bear as a demo bat and shit like that, but we're just not getting that. We're getting the crap versions. So we're getting like the kids basically as the Care Bears. That's it. They're just little plushies. I'm with Wayne. Piss off, Care Bears.
People are kicking off.
He doesn't like cock off. He doesn't like. I like the original Care Bears. I'm not a fan of this crossover, I have to say. Ephraim, you look excited. Are you going to be rushing to get some Care Bears Stranger Things toys?
I never heard of it, and it sounds weird. So, you said the characters, the Stranger Things characters, are going to become Care Bears?
Yeah, so it's just like basically the Care Bears have done like Universal Monsters recently, where it's like Grumpy Bear was Frankenstein, Tenderheart Bear was Dracula. So basically, this is the same thing. So like one of the Care Bears, I don't know which ones they are, but which one? Like one of the Care Bears will be Will, one will be, one will be 11, one will be. There's the characters basically look. So the Care Bears will look like the characters. So like the Dustin one is wearing the little Hellfire shirt and the cap and stuff.
I'm not buying this.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. On the back of Batman Deadpool, we've now got confirmation that Marvel and DC are going to be doing some more crossovers, and we've got a Superman Spider-Man one coming in 2026. I just hope it's better than the crap that was Deadpool and Batman, because that was naff. It was naff. There's no getting around it.
The best crossover of the year has already been and gone now, mate. It's
I beg to differ, but this has got us excited. And then James, you mentioned this to us the other day. Tell us a little bit about Deadpool and good old Peacemaker.
Oh yes, I froze for a second. I wasn't sure.
He has one moment.
No, I said this offhand. I didn't think this was going to come up on the show. No, James Gunn post finale has been was talking a little bit, and one thing he said in the interview was really interesting. He was talking to Ryan Reynolds and tried to get Deadpool in the finale, like through one of the doors, like the multiverse doors. Now, I think something like that is exactly what that episode needed, and I think if that was in there, that probably would have been enough for everybody to have been kind of satisfied with it. Because it's like a groundbreaking thing, a big crossover thing. But he said it didn't work out. The way he said it, it sounded like it was up to Ryan Reynolds, but I highly doubt that. I would think he would need a lot of oversight, like on that one, But yeah, it was an interesting thing. Like we were close to getting a crossover.
It would have been fun, and it might have saved the episode. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second. Just a chat, guys. I mean, John Wick and the Matrix series are both on my top 20. Yeah, I love me a bit of John Wick. Easy escapism. Reeves, Cage, Goldblum. It makes no sense, but here we are. That's some of my favourite actors. Love Jeff Goldblum. Tragedy. Other blind bags worth grabbing. Oh, mate. I can't answer you that because I buy ridiculous amounts. I've sent Fuzzy an image today or yesterday. I went mental on the internet yesterday, and I've ordered 5 or 10 Thundercat blind bags, 5 Turtle blind bags, 5 Ultimate Marvel blind bags, and 10 blind bags for the next Mark Spears thing in Christmas.
But you don't
Krampus
even
or
like
whatever.
the Thundercats book.
What's your point?
Why are you buying blind bags for comics you don't even like?
But in my
Because he's an addict, sir.
it's a Christmas
He can't
Christmas
help
special.
himself.
And he shouts at me for fucking Skibbity and shit. He's there offering blind bags of fucking comics
It's
you
a
don't even
Christmas
like.
special. It's got
Oh,
snowballs on the cover and stuff, man. Be good. And that's the most expensive blind bag I've seen. £12.95. You get 2 books in that one, mind. You do get 2 books. I think you get a blank cover and a variant cover in each pack. So yeah, blind bags. It depends how you view them. Tragedy. They get a lot of knocking, but in reality, it's no different to buying a pack of cards, a pack of stickers where you don't know what you're getting. And if you get them at the right price, so for example, the Mark Spears ones are like £3.50. That's the price of a comic book. So what are you losing by getting it? Unless you've got a specific want for a cover A, then what's the harm in getting a blind bag? Is my take. I think it gets out of hand a little bit when you're looking at the £7.50 because it's a foil, or the £12. That's different. I think in general they're okay if you get them, but you've got to control yourself. I haven't. So yeah. Fuzzy, only 350,000 issues of the Monsters one printed, and 100 of those are coming to my house. So yeah. Care Bears versus 100 blind bags. Phil, tell us how you feel, Wayne. Don't hold back. Chris, I hate myself for it, but Care Bears crossovers are class. Okay. I wouldn't be mean to the Care Bears. I love the Care Bears. Leave it alone. I love a bit of Care Bear, Anton. Just not convinced I need a crossover with Stranger Things. The Stranger Things actors will... oh, my God. We as a society don't talk enough about the fact that Batman had a tie-in with a condom company. Are you guys aware of this?
No.
Bat Johnny? I don't
Bat
know
Johnny?
anything. I don't know anything about this, Ellen. I'll need more details. Either put it in the chat or message her. I need more details on.
It'll be one of them dodgy like PSA things, won't it? It'll be Batman like on his bat belt always carries a bat condom just in case.
God, could you imagine? Yeah, they could have made a show just about exploring the doors. He was talking bollocks. He said Ryan was up for it, but the red tape was too much. Blind bags, hashtag content. Absolutely. You're going to get them constantly on my channel. Sorry, kids, Santa not coming this year. I've bought myself 1 million blind bags. Yeah, my kids will both be over 18 this Christmas, so technically they're getting out. That's the way I'm working it. I'm not sure it'll work out that way. If you've got a spare pound to waste in a blind bag at TripleG Comics, I could do with some. I'll send some your way, mate. They should make bags that have opportunities to have different writers. You get to pick the writer. A blind bag, 100 different story. Blind bag. Blind bag, 100 is a different story. See what you're saying, Phil. I see what you're saying. Chris even, sorry. Is that where the membership money is going to bloody blind bags? Oh, God, Fuzzy. Condoms. I call mine the Caped Crusade. Okay, Jesus God. Right, we've got 20 odd people watching this. We've got a whole host of other
Chris Bell.
mine's Professor X because it can't stand up. That's a good one, Chris. Yeah. More DC action figures, some random ones at the top there, some interesting versions of Flash. We've got the yellow lantern, orange lantern, sorry, is it Yaff Freeze, I think it's called. We've got Ice, Gangbuster, Condor. We've God almighty. We've got condom chat now. Thanks very much. We've got loads of condom chat. Better than Mighty Mouse. Ellen's sent us the image
Ellen,
of the
please
condom.
DM me that image. Ellen, DM me that image
Oh,
immediately,
God.
please.
Mine is Cyclops shit from watching. It's filth. Absolute filth. And bored as a baby. Yeah, God. We've got some other... I'm not talking about the toys anymore. That's some toys on screen there. This is the exciting news, guys. Are you reading DC, or have you read the first issue of DC Knockout? The new
No,
crossover
I didn't
of
know
it?
about this until you mentioned it today, so I'm going to grab a copy this week.
Yeah. So DC Knockout has started. I'm going to review that briefly in a second. But at the Comic-Con, they've announced or showed images of all of these characters that are going to be coming into the DC Universe crossover event. So for those of you that don't know, DC Knockout is basically pitting all of these heroes and villains against each other in a battle to the death. So they do die. So there's a major death in the first issue that we'll talk about in a second. But these characters are mental. So these characters are not DC characters. So we've got Sam from Beneath the Trees, the murderous serial killer teddy bear. We've got Vampirella. We've got Sub-Zero, Red Sonja, Homelander, and then Annabelle.
Annabelle?
I mean, I cannot. Yeah. So this is crazy.
Are we definitely sure this isn't just variant cover art and stuff? This is genuinely they're coming to the storyline.
Coming to the story? Because I asked the exact same question and said no, they will feature and play a part in the story.
Do you think
I mean, who doesn't want to see
with Marvel? It's
Wow.
like Marvel,
Well,
or,
so-
is it, or like other comics will turn up.
So this is what I'm leading to. I mean, first off, who doesn't want to see a Superman versus Homelander? That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely phenomenal. But we've got loads of noise, haven't we, about Marvel and DC working together. We've got the Batman Deadpool. We've got the announcement of Superman and all the rest of it. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this, we do get some Marvel characters chucked into the mix, which I think would be incredible. Absolutely incredible.
It's got to be Constantine versus Annabelle, right? We've got to get Constantine banishing.
Yeah.
He's
That's got to
not
be
on
like.
the list at the moment, so I just don't know.
Is this just a promotional image, or do you think this is a panel? Like this is the reveal at the end of like issue 3 or whatever?
Not a clue.
Because
Not a
like,
clue.
because Sub-Zero makes sense. Like Mortal Kombat has crossed over with DC before. It's like a an offshoot universe of DC. And Annabelle, it's a Warner Brothers property, so that makes sense. But like Beneath the Trees is such a random pull. Red Sonja, Vampirella. It's an odd. Like how if it was Sub-Zero and Annabelle and Neo from the Matrix and Harry Potter or something like that, I would have thought that lineup would make more sense than this. It's very random. Hodgepodge.
I mean,
characters.
so out of those, right? So those characters are coming. I'm very excited about a few of them. I have to say, but if this is opening the doors to any other character, be it Marvel, be it independent or movie characters, coming into this Mortal Kombat style event, who do you want to see? Who do you want brought into this? For me, I know it's bog standard and we've just been talking about it. I'd love a bit of John Wick action in this, fighting the likes of Nightwing and Batman and things like that. I think you're going to have a great issue with that. Sorrow?
You might get Berserker. I mean, you've got more chances he's a comic book. I mean, he's on a current ongoing comic book in this. You might get more chance of that turning up, which is basically essentially the same thing.
Or I forgot Old Boy. Have you read Old Boy?
No.
Yeah.
Old Boy is basically it's John Wick, but it's reversed. So the John Wick character is the dog in a suit with guns, because he's humans being killed. That would be incredible. So Sorrel, starting with you.
Jason
Who do you
Universe, obviously that's kind of like the newest reboot that's going on. They're kind of shoving him into everything at the minute. So I could see feasibly a Jason popping up. It was that new version. He could feasibly pop up.
Yeah, that would be.
It'd be a cheap license for them to get, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Ephraim, what about you?
So we can pick any character, not just these, right?
Any character to bring into this universe.
Just at the top of my head, I would like to see. I'm a big Star Trek fan. See one of the Star Trek characters. Either Spock or Kirk, or even Picard. Or maybe the Borg come in. That'd be pretty cool.
Just as the battles are calming down, you get the Enterprise strafing them, 14 torpedoes hitting the air. That would be phenomenal. Mr. Keegan.
I'd love to see more Mortal Kombat characters, but there's like plenty of DC. Like I think a Pennywise or something like that would be cool. Another Warner Brothers horror character, or a Freddy, something like that. Like I am out of this whole lineup, I'm most excited about because Annabelle doesn't do anything. It's a vessel for a demon. So what's what's her fight gonna be like? You know.
Well, she can bring other spirits, so she could bring spirits of DC characters that are dead, or you know what I mean.
All
She
the
could bring
characters that
people
have
back to
died up till
life
this
and-
point in the fight.
Yeah, she can bring them all
Yeah.
back basically as the spirits.
Yeah. So I'm most curious about like her role in the story. You know. So
Annabelle versus what's he got? Shang Tsung. Annabelle versus Shang Tsung. Spirit off.
soul off. Yeah.
This
yeah,
has got
pretty
the potential to be really, really interesting. Let us know in the chat, guys, if you could bring any character into this battle, who is it and why? Pardon me. Just before we do that, the condom was linked to the latest Batman film. Dun, 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 dun. Bat rubber. So Prudence. Bat Johnnies.
They made everything for that. I have a Swiss knife that's like the Batman branded thing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, slightly different. I'm just jumping through the chat, guys. Seeing what else we've got. We've got loads and loads of slides. We have got some comments here. Let us have a look. Goes to show just how much of an impact Beneath the Trees has. Absolutely. What on earth she's doing, Sam's doing in this crossover is crazy. Sam and Annabella are up shit creek. Yeah, I can't imagine them. Interesting, but these stunts never really turn out to be quality. That is very true, Kev. I'm hoping I can, do you know what? The guys on screen might not agree. I can put aside most characters, just give us a Superman versus Homelander full issue battle. That would be...
That's got to be where they're going with that, surely, because every fan wants that.
I think Homelander gets ass kicked. I think
Oh,
Superman's
yeah.
way more powerful
So
than
well,
Homelander is.
in this
that
book,
might be the
Superman-
joke, is that he just flicks him aside. Like,
Yes,
you know?
yeah. So in this book, Superman's totally unleashed. So that would be pretty cool. I'll be on a Homelander popping Potter's head. Harry Potter's head. Now, these characters would be cheap to get temporary rights to.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is true. If you're Annabelle, why not Chucky or Freddy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Good Boy. Sorry, yes, Good Boy. That's right. Old Boy's a film. That's right. Warner Brothers owns DC. Yes, that's correct. Robert Patterson with his condom utility belt. Behave yourselves. Bring in Q. It's the only way this nonsense makes sense. Q from Star Trek. Jonathan DeLance. Yeah. RoboCop. Robert. That would be pretty cool. That was my,
You could genuinely have RoboCop, Terminator. They're all easy franchises that would pop up. Alien, Predator. They're all easy grabs.
Predator. Yeah. Not yet. We're about to get to it, pal. We're about to get to it. Just a couple of slides left to go, guys. Then we are going to start calling it. Some other action figures. This is a really interesting line. I know, Sorrel, you've mentioned these on your channel. These look pretty cool. I like the look of these. I find the Builder figure is a bit of an interesting one. But
The Executioner.
yeah, it's an
Behold my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Werewolf by Night is the one that I've been crying out for years. I feel a bit weird that the Ghost Rider doesn't have his horse, but you know, the Phantom Rider, whatever they're calling him now. But the rest of them can. I'm not bothered by any of the others, to be honest. The rest of them, maybe a World War II Wolverine might look nice.
I quite like that. Yeah, I hate that Iron Man suit. Don't know what that is.
It's awful.
Don't remember that one. And then Efren, you sent us this. This is interesting. Jim Lee takes a firm anti-AI stance at DC Comics. Tell a little bit about that, Efren.
Just a quick blurb that he's saying, AI, basically he's just against AI. It takes away from, artists, obviously. I agree 100%. I just think AI is just missing something. It's easier. They don't, probably why they would do this is they don't have to pay anybody, basically, all the artists that do regular work. So I'm glad he's taking a stance on this. I hope Marvel would too, and every other, Image and any other indie books would just say, stop, let us do our work.
Ellen, have to go, gents. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Don't go for too long. Nothing will come up again to your cards. Yeah, I mean, we've talked AI a lot on the channel and about the pros and cons. It's interesting that Jim Lee's kind of come out and made a stance on it. So, yeah. So basically, it's just saying that DC Comics won't use AI artwork within their books. So yeah, it's interesting that he's come out with it. He didn't notice when one of his artists used it on Superman. That is true. It's hard to distinguish, but Fuzzy sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is hard to tell sometimes with some of the AI stuff. I'm finding these videos at the moment that are all over my Instagram stream incredibly hard to work out what's real and what's not real and stuff, you know?
If some of them, if it didn't have that Sora thing,
Yeah, well,
I
some of them are
you know it,
wouldn't,
isn't it?
I wouldn't even know.
some of them are cropping that off, and it's just some of them are very, very well. There's a channel that I watch, and I know Efren watches, Swagger House Mickey. Did a video recently, which is a really good video, where he got a hold of that Sora level 2 or whatever, and he's basically created a load of YouTube short content using it, where he's scanned in his background, his setup, and then scanned in himself, and created shorts. So typed in, Swagger House opens a blind bag and gets a really fantastic comic, and it's literally a video. And if you didn't know your comics and could tell when he's opened it and this comic he's taken out is crap, it's a made-up comic, it looks like a genuine video. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. So yeah, Sora isn't available here yet, luckily. I think it's scary, Fuzzy, I really do. We know if Peter uses AI, he'll have darker hair, or if James uses AI, he'll have wow.
That's very harsh. That's unnecessarily harsh, Wayne. I don't know what I did to you, but all right. Let's see how it is.
Wow, Wayne, that was a good. Okay. Sorrel, a couple of things from you. Hasbro 375 and Megan Fox as Toy Chica. What the hell's that?
So yeah, 375 Hasbro is a new initiative they've announced. That is part of the HasLab Tron thing, where basically Hasbro want to bring back the 375 in scale. They've kind of used it with Star Wars for their vintage collection for years, but they want to do more retro-inspired 375 items, world building, on other licenses. Tron was meant to be the kickstart of it all, but it's not going their way. But I'm intrigued to see them do more world building stuff with 375, because I do like play sets and stuff. It's very nostalgic, so I'm excited to see where they go with it. And then at New York Comic Con, they kind of announced a couple more of the cast members for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the movie. And we know that Matt Pat, who's a YouTuber, he was very influential with the, this is just a game theory. He did all those kind of videos. He did a big thing on FNAF when it first started, trying to link all the games and the stories together for people. And he's going to be voicing Bonnie, the rabbit, and Megan Fox is voicing Toy Chica, which is the weirdest announcement ever.
I didn't even realize Megan Fox was still making films.
She's awful now.
No,
I think back in the she plays in Tara in Mortal Kombat 1, and she was awful, just horrendous, like ruins a cool character, but ruins the character because not a good voice actress.
I'd never say no. It's Megan Fox, man. I mean, Megan Fox as in is Subservience, that movie on Netflix? I'm sure it's called Subservience, but the AI.
It's just because it's about a robot that you can bang. Basically, is
no. I like the storyline in general. It was like Megan, wasn't it? Like a grown-up version. It was just an adult Megan story, really. Yeah. And it was a good film. I liked it. And obviously, the shower scene did help.
Filth. James. Ghost of Your Telly.
Yes, so this came out, Ghost of Yote. This came out last week. New big Sony game. So it's a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. It's set a few hundred years later. You play a new character called Atsu, who is she's like a mercenary, and she's on like a revenge quest against the people that killed her family, like this gang called the Yote Six that killed her family when she was a kid. It's a big open world. Takes everything the first game did and just makes it makes improvements on it. Loads of new weapons. There's kind of like a chain whip thing. It's very like Sub-Zero or Scorpion, Mortal Kombat kind of thing. There's like a spear, double katanas and stuff. There's like bounty hunting, which I just got so invested in. I spent hours doing that. So I'm probably 25 hours in, and I don't think I'm even halfway through the story, just because I've been going around doing the work. It's so easy to riding your horse through the forest, and a bird leads you to a thing, and then that leads to a side quest, and so it's just incredibly immersive, super impressive. One of the most impressive sequels I played in a while. So yeah, absolutely loving this. And anyone with a PS5, I think, needs to get this one.
Good stuff. Sounds like fun. I just wanted to mention very, very briefly, there's a guy called Grady Draws on Instagram who a good couple of years or so ago now, randomly, so not someone that's interacted in my chat or anything like that before, but he randomly sent me a beautiful piece of artwork which became my Thor logo. Did it totally free of charge, totally off his own back. Had no contact with the guy really, but he said he enjoyed my channel and just wanted to give that, so which was really, really kind. And then totally out of the blue, end of last week, he popped this on Instagram as well. This is a rendition of myself, obviously, as the Incredible Hulk. Again, totally random. Just sent this and did it as a thank you to us. So I just wanted to say a massive, massive thank you to him. Really, really do appreciate this. I love the image. I think it's spectacular. He's coming to Thought Bubble and he's got a print for us of this, which he's refusing to take money from.
Wow.
So he's going to be giving us that as well. But yeah, really, really like that. Really appreciate it. And this is the kind of stuff, along with a lot of the people in the chat tonight, that kind of give you a little bit of faith and humanity in this shithole of a world, I have to say.
That's
I mean,
going to say that's going to be you, Peter, after you finish opening up all your blind bags, pissed off.
Yeah.
You just need you as Cap and you as Iron Man, and you can put them all next to each other. As the Avengers.
I'm just living the fact that he's called you the strangest Geordie of all time, and we know that Geordie Shore is a thing, and you're the worst one apparently. So
I'm the worst. Yeah. So yeah, really love that. Cannot thank him enough. Very, very kind gesture. Very kind gesture. We've got C4 Darkman in the chat. Nice to see you, pal. I hope you're doing well. So that's that. Okay, guys. We haven't got time to go over some of this, but I did want to mention this. And a Peter Scarlet Witch. You've seen my wardrobe, haven't you? I've got the outfit.
Yeah.
So we had the quiz finale last week, which was great fun. Thank you so much to everybody, you guys, for taking part. Excuse me, to Phil and to Simon. Sweet Jesus. I had to go back and rewatch it to make sure that I wasn't having some kind of episode with Simon and things like that. No, it was just unreal. But it was such good fun. I had such a laugh. So we're going to do it again. We're going to do it at Christmas. We're not going to do the quiz part in this show going forward. What we're going to do is do a separate Christmas quiz. And I want to extend an open invitation to other people. So there will be an ability for the chat to take part in the quiz. But also, if anybody fancies joining, we are obviously going to invite Phil and Simon back because they are part of the team. But also, if anybody else would like to join, please drop us a line. All I ask is that you've got decent equipment in terms of a webcam and microphone, and I can have only up to, I think it's 9 people or something like that. So I may be having to put limitations on it. But if you'd like to join, please drop us a line on Instagram and I'll add you to the list and we'll have a bit of fun with that. Okay, guys, a couple of reviews for to start ending the show on. Phil, I was unfairly treated last time. I haven't finished business. Yeah, thank you, Phil. We enjoyed it. I think we all enjoyed it, and it was a good fun. Get on, Belly. Yeah, it'll be great. I'll do it if we stream on OnlyFans. Naked quiz. That could be fun. Yeah. So quick reviews for you guys. We're going to start off with DC Knockout. Any of you read it yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay. So this is the start of the big crossover that we've just talked about. It was going to introduce a whole load of characters. It's got some lovely artwork. I love the scenes at the start with Supes and Batman and Wonder Woman. But then the truth is the plot is so ridiculous and contrived because they've got to find a way. They've got to find a way to make the characters able to fight and hurt each other. Do you know what I mean? So they do that. Once we've got that out of the way, then I think this is going to be cracking. I have to say, I've gone back and reread it since I reviewed it at the weekend. And I think now we've got all the cack out the way in terms of how they're setting it up. I think this is going to be good fun. There's a major death in this first issue, which totally surprised us. So spoilers. Absolutely out of nowhere, halfway through this, the Joker fires a grappling gun through Batman's chest and kills him. So Batman dies in issue 1 via Joker, which was a total surprise. Wasn't expecting that. Obviously, they're all going to come back at the end. But we also get a panel that shows that the Absolute Universe is going to be part of this as well. So we are going to have Absolute Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman taking part in these battles. So I think this has got a lot of fun element to it, particularly if we start introducing all those random characters. So yeah, going to be an interesting one. I'd recommend just check it out and keep it up. Okay, Sorrel, Monster, the Ed Gein story. What did you think of this?
I enjoyed it, mother. No, it was okay. It was nothing like the real Ed Gein though. It was just movies inspired by films that were inspired this basically. He had him running around with a chainsaw above his head at one point, which I don't think he ever did.
No. This totally lost me and my wife. So as I say, I went into this with a bit of knowledge about Ed Gein, and unlike the last two series of Monster, this feels totally removed from reality. I felt the first two series stuck quite closely with the true story. Yes, they embellished bits and whatnot, but this is just
American Horror Story.
It's crackers.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable to watch. There's some vile bits in it. All kinds of weird goings on. His performance, his voice, it's like Kermit the Frog. Totally weird. And that's not how Ed Gein spoke either. So we know that from video recordings and tape recordings and whatnot. The last episode is just totally made up with him.
Makes no sense.
He is instrumental in the capturing of another American serial killer, which didn't happen.
But that ended up all being in his head, wasn't it? That wasn't real.
Yeah.
That was a fantasy of his, and then, but it was, for me, it was just 2 episodes too long. Once they captured him, it needed to end. We didn't need that fanfare ending with all the prison inmates and all the weird shenanigans going. I didn't need that bit.
Yeah. So yeah, it for me, I found this really disappointing. And the worst thing for me was both me and my wife both then said this was so batshit crazy and off the wall. It's made us doubt season 1 and 2. It's made us think how much of that was made up and just crap for the screen. Do you know what I mean? Because, it just a shame. Just a shame. I feel they dropped the ball with this one.
The Lizzie Borden will be massively over-egged, and they'll be, because the story's not that bad as far as I remember. So they're gonna have to embellish a crap load out of it to make it 8 episodes.
Yeah. He kept slipping into an Irish accent.
He's not even Irish, though, is he? He's from your neck of woods.
He's from Newcastle area, I think. And the actor is from Biker Grove. He's bringing shame to Newcastle. It's a disgrace. He did. It was cack, it was a shame because it didn't need to do that. Absolutely, Chris. I think for me, the story is so interesting. It didn't need all of the weird embellishment and stuff. I don't think I needed to see 2 episodes of Alfred Hitchcock doing weird stuff. Yeah, such a shame. And then, speaking of shames, Only Murder in the Building. Anybody watching Only Murderers?
My wife's watching it. I've not got around to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched since season 3, I think.
I've been watching it.
What do you think, Efren, of this season?
Well, you said it's a shame, but that means I'm assuming you don't like it. I like it. I like the banter between the characters. You know, the way they just make these little side jokes. You know, I have to stop and rewind it and listen to it again. So, I mean, I've been enjoying the series. You know, I find it entertaining.
For me, it's an easy watch.
Yeah.
But it feels sillier than it has in previous seasons. Each season seems to be getting a bit more slapstick and a bit more over the top. But it's got some great guest stars in it, some great characters. I will continue on with the rest of the season, but I kind of feel it's ran its course a little bit, unfortunately, this show. And then we've got the trailer for Starfleet Academy. Any of you watched this?
Yep, I did.
What did you think, Efren?
Well, you know me and Star Trek. Anything with Star Trek, I'm going to be watching from the get-go. I like that they had some of the characters from a previous show on there that I thought, I'm not sure when this is set. Is it set in the future? Then I'm assuming if these characters are in it, because that Star Trek series, they jumped way into the future. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
Yeah. So I was kind of hoping it would be set in the Kirk era or Picard era, but it looks like it's not. But I'm going to give it a go and see if it's any good. I hope they make 7 of 9. They were supposed to. There are rumors they're going to do a show off based off of her character in the Picard series. There's going to be like a spinoff, but I've never heard anything about that since. You know, I like that's her character in Picard. But anyways, getting back to Starfleet Academy, I am going to watch it. Yes.
Yeah. Andrew's saying it's set in the 32nd century after Star Trek Discovery.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the trailer. I think there was a couple of guest stars in there that threw us. So yeah, I am quite like quite looking forward to this. They have the female Jem'Hadar character. They were all made, as far as I understood, from her origin. They were created, not born. I think so, yeah. I prefer the Picard era. Yeah, it's my favourite time period as well. Paramount officially made their opening bid for Warner Brothers last week. It's bound to happen soon. Yeah, it's a matter of time, Fuzzy. Matter of time, I think. Okay, Wonder Man trailer. James, have you watched the Wonder Man trailer?
I have. I like the look of this. It's something different. It's like, I'm surprised because it's not like a superhero-y thing. It's kind of poking fun at Marvel and kind of the Hollywood machine and stuff like that. I thought the humor really worked for me. Cast looks good. You know, I like that it's like they're effectively doing a reboot of like a 60s, 70s Wonder Man show. So yeah, I think it looks really fun.
Okay, what about the rest of you? Anybody else watch this?
I seen it and I have to disagree with James. I just don't know. I mean, I like Wonder Man, the character. I liked him a lot when he teamed up with the Beast from the X-Men, that era. And I don't think they're going to take this too seriously. It got me some vibes of She-Hulk, that they're not going to take it serious at all. And I'm trying to think, does he have superpowers or does he not exactly? They didn't really show that. They had the actor from Iron Man in there, Ben Kingsley. He's in it too. So I think it's just going to be a tongue-in-cheek TV show, if that's the way they decided to go. But I wanted to see a little bit more of it. Hopefully it'll be more of a serious series.
And what about you, Sorrel?
Oh, I have zero interest in Wonder Man.
I am like Efren. I love the original Simon Williams. I love his relationship with the Beast and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I like the stuff afterwards where Wanda resurrects him as an ionic creature.
Yeah.
I got nothing from this trailer. I just didn't know what it was. These episodes are only half-hour episodes as well. So it's a very short series. I cannot work out from the trailer whether he is going to be super powered or not. I don't know. I will watch it. It might be a surprise hit. Who knows? But it didn't particularly excite us. What did you guys in the chat think? Lots of talk about Star Trek in the chat, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I think this show is going to be outside the show, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Chris. I'm not familiar with Wonder Man. When he's done well, he's done really well. Here we go. As soon as we mentioned She-Hulk. Wonder Man sucks in the comics, so why are we surprised the show looks cack? Yeah, the trailer looks shite to me. I'll watch Wonder Man once it's all out. Is anyone excited for anything Marvel put out at the moment? Yeah, it's not blown us away. James, one battle after another. Now, I have to tell you, this has got amazing reviews. The trailer didn't out for me at all. Tell us, is it good? Is it worth seeing?
I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. It's Paul Thomas Anderson who did There Will Be Blood. It's got a bit more of a humorous tone to it, but it gets quite dark at times. So Leonardo DiCaprio plays like a bomb maker for kind of American revolutionaries in modern day. So basically they break into ICE facilities and free the people who were arrested there and stuff like that. And so he falls in love with like one of the kind of group leaders, and they have a kid. And then it jumps forward 16 years. And it's kind of him looking after the daughter, and the government starts coming after them, and so he's trying to escape and stuff, and he's kind of let himself go in that time period. So I just thought it was great, like really amazing cast. Benicio del Toro was I think a standout supporting role. Sean Penn is sort of the villainous character in it, like a military general. I thought he was great in it as well. So just stellar cast across the board. I thought the story took some really interesting turns that I wasn't expecting, like particularly with the general character. There were some elements of his motivations that I really wasn't expecting. And I just thought it was just consistently entertaining and interesting, and it's the first prestige film I've really enjoyed in a long time as well. So I would really recommend anybody give this a watch.
Do I need to see it at the cinema, or can I watch it at home?
I can watch it at home. There's no like kind of visual spectacle really to it. Like, it's a beautifully shot movie, but no, you'd be happy enough to watch this sitting at home. It's long as well, so at least you can pause it.
Yeah, I don't do a long film. I need the toilet. Yeah. Okay, and then Sorrel, we'll start with you. Peacemaker season finale.
Haven't seen any of this season, pal.
Oh, I thought you said you'd seen it. Okay,
I
Sorrel,
was
we're not
certainly
going
said
to.
he saw it earlier.
Yeah, we're not. Sorrel, we're not going to start with you. Ephraim, we'll start with you. Peacemaker season finale.
I liked it, but I don't know. I mean, I like the doors and all going to all those different worlds. I think they can make a series of going through all those doors, adventures of what's going on there. I like the characters and in this show, the why they're making jokes, especially Tim Meadows' character that joins them at the end. Even Karate Kid had like a redemption arc. He joins them at the end, but it's just the ending. And I go, why would they do that to this character after he seemed to redeem himself to a point? Flag Senior just had it against him, and he's going totally off the walls. It's not even doing anything for the United States, so to speak, anymore. Of course, I Googled if there was going to be a season 3, and there's no updates if there's going to be a season 3. Like, how the heck he's going to get out of that world that he's into? So, because of the ending, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just said, why would they do that? I don't get it.
James, what about you?
So James Gunn talks a lot, all right? And he had been
Best
saying...
thing he's ever written. Best thing he's ever written.
His favorite thing he's ever... The last 3 episodes are so crazy. I'm not going to show them to the press. There's so many spoilers. It's like the craziest, best thing I've ever done. So I was like going in expecting something amazing. Now I think like throughout the whole season, the character stuff has been phenomenal. I think like Harcourt and Peacemaker and their relationship has developed beautifully. I think at Bio, particularly at standout was this episode. Like she was great in her kind of conversation with her wife, and then her kind of speech to Peacemaker as well. So I think on the character side, it was stellar. But like it's a superhero show and we need a bit of action and we need a bit of spectacle, and this didn't really have any. And you had this golden opportunity with like we're opening doors to other universes. You can do anything. It's literally limitless. You could do some crazy crossover if you want to, or some really obscure comic book reference or something, and they don't do anything with it. Like we saw the skull spider things in the trailer. There's like a gumdrop kind of fairy tale world with little goblins. That the part of that was in the trailer, but then it's just like they just kill one of the guys and that's it. So they didn't really do anything interesting with that. I think the Nazi thing was just dropped, and that didn't come into this finale at all. So what was the point of that? And then I thought Rick Flag took a very sharp left turn for that character, because none of his he in Creature Commandos works with superhuman criminals, and I think grows to like respect them as people throughout that. In Superman, he seemed to be quite like neutral on metahumans, and then in this, he has no other than he's sleeping with Sacha Bordeaux, has no interaction with metahumans at all. So why in the last episode is his whole grand plan we're going to throw all the metahumans in this other world? Like, why is that his motivation? It has nothing to do with his character arc, like across anything we've seen him in. So I just felt like there was a lot of abrupt things in the finale that weren't built up to, just to kind of get us to the next thing, I think, And there was no big, we got Checkmate and Salvation, and there was no real big surprise this is going to be the villain of something or anything like that. So I thought it was really disappointing. It's a shame because I think you could have stuck the show was great up to that point if you just stuck the landing, if you went all in with the Earth 2, Earth X thing. Or you set up like a proper, we got a Brainiac reveal or something like that. I think it would have saved it. But yeah, I think really disappointing, to be honest.
Yeah. So for me, everything you just said, James, this was complete flat. I love the character work. I still love the universe. I love the performances. But as a series finale goes, this was just a wet fart. The whole Earth X stuff was built up and built up. I absolutely thought this finale was going to be that kind of conclusion. Perhaps we'll get the Nazi version of some of the big key GLEs.
Evil Superman or something like that.
Yeah. We've got none of that. In this, we got the doors, which were interesting, but we'd seen it all in the trailer. And it just now happened. I was really disappointed. And on the back of Aliens, which I really enjoyed, then all of a sudden was a disappointing finale. It felt like 2 shows I was really liking, all of a sudden just went at the end a bit off. So, as Fuzzy says, Another show that shit the bed once it got to the finale. This was an hour-long commercial for some crappy bands. Yeah, it was very heavy on the James Gunn type music stuff scenes. I enjoyed Peacemaker season 2. The finale felt like an anti-climax. Yeah, I would agree with that. The acting, the dialogue was awesome. The Skull Spiders are a comic book deep dive. Yeah, James Gunn said there's not going to be a Peacemaker season 3, but Peacemaker will continue. Well, yeah,
We're gonna
we'll get a Checkmate
TV
series,
show.
or we'll get a Salvation Run series. Salvation Run is an interesting series in itself, but we're not going to get a proper rendition of that because that's Joker versus Luther.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine either that will tie into, because in the comic, Salvation is a training ground for parademons for Darkseid. So maybe it'll swap Darkseid for Brainiac, and that will tie into Man of Tomorrow. We'll see.
Some people are saying Flag is Clayface. That makes sense.
I thought that myself, but like, you know, I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, it'll be a cop out, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed that as well. The suggesting that character might be Manhunter, which would be interesting.
If it like that, they would need to kind of do the crossover at the end of the series, surely, and reveal it. Otherwise, it's a pointless. It sounds like a shit writing excuse then.
He said he said it's not true. Somebody asked him on like Threads or whatever.
If there's no season 3, then that's a disservice to the fans who watched the first 2 seasons. I'm sorry.
I think they will continue that from. They're just not going to call it Peacemaker season 3.
Like there will be a Checkmate character in every project or something.
But are the characters going to be in this new series? That
So I presume so. At the end of this, the form Checkmate. Don't
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
So I would imagine the next season will be Checkmate.
Okay.
Rather than Peacemaker.
The Checkmate in the comics, it's like very classy with where kings and queens and rooks and stuff like that. Whereas half of this team are idiots. Like Economos is a coward, you know.
Vigilante. I love his character. Is so funny. The way his interactions with his mom, like, oh God, it's like
when he tases Peacemaker. That was probably my favorite moment in the episode.
Kev's saying he's starting to lose faith in James Gunn. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he comes up with. Okay, guys, we're near the end of the show now. Hashtag TripleG in the comments to win some comic books. Remember, if you're a channel member, you get 7 books. If you're not a member, 5 books. So hashtag TripleG in the comments, and we will start giving away some books shortly. In the meantime, guys, we've got the usual question. I spotted this, and I thought this was interesting. I want to get your thoughts on this, guys. This is coming out this Halloween in Sri Lanka, I believe. This is the Frankenstein burger. Delicious. Nice green bun. Nice green sexy bun. So, whilst I'm going through some slides, guys, I just want you to tell us what's the best burger. What's the best burger? If you are making it, or have you bought one before? Have you had one? James is salivating already. Look at his little face. Or build us your perfect burger. We'll start in a few minutes whilst you just think that through. Just whilst we're doing that, guys, we've got GeForce memberships. Please do consider hitting that like and subscribe for the video, and then having a little look-see at my membership. See if you're interested in joining. Kev says it looks like mold. It maybe is, mate. It maybe is. I wanted to mention this as well from my good friend Chris Avery Stewart. He's currently on Kickstarter, and he is got a new book out, which is God Anomaly Investigation Agency. Really worth checking that out. I've backed it myself today in usual style. You can back it at a whole different load of levels. You can just get the digital copy. You can get a proper comic book version of it, or you can go a little bit more pricey. I think it's around about the 40 quid mark, and you can get some original artwork from Chris. Now, Chris is a stunning artist, so please do check this out. It sounds like a really interesting comic book series, and Chris does great work. So please do check that out over on Chris's Kickstarter page. I also wanted to do this. Now, Wayne Deacon has been a follower and a supporter of my channel for a long time, so I wanted to give Wayne a tip of the hat and say a big thank you to him. Wayne does a lot of pop related shorts and videos on his channel, but he's put this video out recently, and this came out earlier this week. Wayne unfortunately has been made redundant, and this video is superb, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. Wayne, it's a very difficult watch, because Wayne speaks frankly and very openly about his feelings about losing his job and things like that. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I bubbled, cried when I was watching this. It's heartbreaking. But I really do want you to give it a watch and then give Wayne some support. He's going through a rough patch at the moment, and this video is well worth watching just to see someone speaking honestly and openly about the troubles they're having. So please do check that out. Tomorrow night, I'm going to go live at 7 o'clock because I'm going to be away this weekend. So I'm going to go live at 7 o'clock for my usual kind of one-man show where I talk a little bit about comic reviews and things like that. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. I will be finished by 8 o'clock. And if my good friend Super Sorrel shows us how, I will make the gods do the thing where it transfers directly to Sorrel's show at 8. But I don't know how to do that, so Sorrel will have to show us. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow night. Okay, chaps. Mr. Keegan. Best burger?
Well, the best bite of food I've ever had was a burger, and it's super simple. Like it was a Brazilian barbecue place, and it's closed now, unfortunately. But it was just like the best beef I've ever had on like a really nice brioche bun, with a thing they call green mayo, some kind of like garlic herb kind of mayo thing. And then the burger was cut in half, and like both halves were like placed on the grill, so I had like the scorch marks. So that was just the best food I've ever had. But like, I think burgers should be simple. Like, I think cheese, maybe bacon. Like Bunsen is probably my favorite burger I can get now.
Yeah, I like Bunsen
that we've had a few times, So
very nice. Efren, how about yourself?
Well, there's all kinds of hamburgers. I don't like the hamburgers with the big, thick buns. I think that takes away from the flavor of the actual hamburger. Guys, when you get here or anybody ever visits me to San Diego, I'm going to take you to In-N-Out Burgers.
I'm going to try.
To me, they're just a standard, and they're really good to eat, and you don't get overly full. And they have a secret menu. They have regular fries. They have animal style fries. You can get a double or a triple if you want to. There's all kinds of things you can mix into these burgers. It's rather inexpensive, and it's not like McDonald's. To me, it's better than McDonald's or Burger King or any of those fast food places. If I could just go to one fast food place, it would be In-N-Out. They're just really good.
Sounds
Nice
cool.
and
Got that over
simple.
here, I don't think we've got an In-N-Out over here.
We ain't got any.
We don't.
Yeah, when you guys
We've only just got Wendy's.
Yeah, when you guys come down here, I will take you there more than once. I like it that much.
Sounds good. How about yourself, Sorrel?
The only time I rush out for a burger is like when McDonald's do the Big Tasty.
Yeah.
Over here, I can't lie. Every time that comes on the menu, I do have to go buy one. But I'm not a massive, for the size of me, I'm not a big burger guy.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I'd sooner have pizza than burger.
Yeah, you're a burger.
I would never order a burger if it's not a burger. Like, I'd only have a burger if it's a burger place. I wouldn't go to like a pub and have a burger from them and get something else, Yeah.
Five Guys are nice, but they are expensive, Kev. You're absolutely right.
Got remortgage your house.
Here's the question. Bacon, double cheeseburger, end of discussion. Here's a question for you guys, and you guys in the chat, let us know. Brioche bun or seeded bun? Because I think a brioche bun is a dirty burger. Why do you want sweet bread on a burger?
Also the saltiness of the beef, yeah.
So you're going,
softer.
of course you are. Of course you want sweet. Sorrel, you going for brioche as well?
Yeah, brioche. I like brioche burgers. They're nice.
Efren?
I've always been a staple of seeded buns.
Seeded. Good man. See, I think it's an age thing, Efren. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had most of McDonald's buns from brioche buns. I think they've only got one or two seeded, haven't they?
No,
their specials are usually
McDonald's,
brioche, and then the
That's
rest
it,
are
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think it's an age thing. I think the kids want the sweets. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy North Atlantic burger. It's a beef burger, cheese, barbecue sauce, and prawns. I've never had that. I'm not sure I would have.
Surf and turf burger.
Yeah, you've kicked off in the chat. Prawns, prawns in a burger. I've never having a prawny burger. McDonald's cheeseburger, Bunsen burger. That's what we had at your.
Bunsen. Yeah, that's what I was.
I enjoyed that the first time. Second time it was too. I can't cope with.
That's because it was proper Irish beef the first time. Whereas the second time it was Belfast.
No, that wasn't it at all. You've seen me eat, James. I cannot be chewed with slop and mess.
Yeah.
So the last time it was just like a greasy glob of stuff on the plate. I can't be chewed with that. My wife and I were both made redundant last year, Wayne. I feel for you, buddy. It's horrendous. It is. It's awful, mate. It's awful. My burgers suck as I have to use gluten-free buns. Oh, yeah. C4 Dark Rain joined late. Hang on. Has Efren shaved his head or tied it back?
Yep.
It's shaved, mate. It is shaved. It is shaved. Yeah. That was the penance. So for not winning the quiz, he had to shave his head.
For Peter giving me 0 points at the end.
Exactly.
I was like, what
Yeah.
the frack?
James shaved somewhere as well, but you can't show that on camera.
Chili Willy.
Wish we had an In-N-Out on the East Coast. Connie, I recently had a good burger from Fat Hippo the other week, but I wouldn't really choose a burger if I'm not in McDonald's or Burger King. I prefer a Burger King to a McDonald's, mind, I have to say. I love a Checkers in Florida. Guilty pleasure is McDonald's for me. New place just opened in Heaton in Newcastle, and the burgers are outstanding, but for 15 quid. Whoa. Seeded, brioche is too sweet. Seeded is elite. Oh, I see what you did there, Connie. See what you did there. I like that. Don't forget, guys, hashtag TripleG in the comments. I've got 19 people entered, but 29 people watching. So 10 of you don't want some comics. So please do hit that TripleG in the comments. Phil just has them all of them. Sourdough. Kev's very push, very push. Home burgers, I always do brioche. No love for no love for rustlers.
I've had rustlers in about like 20 years. Probably.
Rank. So we used to do, back when I was in my cadet days, we used to do a large model aircraft thing in Horsley, and they used to have like a big kind of vat of water, and it was the boil in the bag burgers. So when you went and got a burger, it was just this slab of grey gunk, and then when you bit into it, there was no texture. It was just gunge.
Nasty.
Manky. Let's have a look. Just quickly checking if anymore. I don't like buns that fall apart when you eat the burger. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. I don't like having to eat with my hands, so I just don't. Yeah, I'm the same, Connie. I like a knife and fork, silver service, obviously. Okay, guys, let's see what else we've got. See if I can. Oh God, I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. Talking about cadet food is triggering. The shit they served us has to become a crime against humanity. Yeah, pretty disgraceful stuff. Pretty disgraceful stuff. Share screen, giveaway tool, share. Can you see that? You can. Okay, best of luck, everybody. Remember, if you remember, you get 7 comics. Non-members get 5 comics. Best of luck to you all. Let's see who is winning some comic books tonight, and our winner is Anton. Congratulations. Congratulations, Anton. Very pleased for you, mate. You have won 5 comic books. Let's pick you some comics, chaps. James T. Keegan, where am I going?
Stop.
Hammer time. Ooh, like it. Efron.
Stop.
Oh, it's a nice one. Sorrel.
Stop.
Oh, it's a hey, Anton. I'll pick one, and then one last one, Mr. Keegan.
The very back.
The very back. The very back. Okay. Well done, Anton. Lots of effort went into that, as always. Get in, Anton. Finally. Anton, drop us a line on Instagram and we'll get these books out to you. In the meantime, let's show you what you've won. You've won some nice books, Anton. I am very pleased for you. Make sure you send us your name and address. I think you're in the States, aren't you? We have got Daredevil. Nice cover, variant cover 25, David Mack cover. Really nice book. We have got Invincible Iron Man #1 variant cover. We've got, just been talking about this. This is a good book, Anton. This is a key. This is the new Teen Titans. This is the first appearance of, anybody know?
Vigilante
from Peacemaker.
Nice.
So
Do I
this
get a
is
point for that quiz for saying that first? Or?
Yeah, you wait a point after a point. We'll keep it over, yeah. So yeah, this is the first appearance of Vigilante. Nice book to have. You've got another first appearance, Anton. bit of 80s goodness. You've got the first appearance of the Sleepwalker.
That's a nice
so this is first appearance of Sleepwalker. And another first appearance, Anton. You have got the first appearance of a character we talked about earlier in the show. It's almost like we've planned it. This is Shadowhawk, issue number 1, the nice silver embossed cover.
Wow.
Who is the Shadowhawk? So this is from the original Image run. So
That's probably one of the best pulls.
good pulls. Love a good
for one go.
Love a good
Love a
pull.
good pull.
Yes. So yeah, well done, Anton. Drop us a line. I know I've got your address already, bud, but just drop us it again on Instagram because I would have to go and flick back.
See the last
through.
message, mate.
Or what's that mean? Oh,
He's
sorry.
not on Instagram.
He's not on Instagram.
Ah, okay.
Probably don't put it in the chat.
No,
Anton.
don't put it in the chat.
Yeah.
My address. Did you email us, Anton? I can't remember how you contacted us the last time. I can't remember. I'll dig it out, Anton. If I've posted to you before, I'll have it written down somewhere, or drop us a. Well, you can't drop us a private message, can you?
Have you
We'll
got an
figure
email
it out.
address linked to your YouTube?
Yeah, there's an email. Yeah, there's an email address linked to it. God, Sorrel's good. You can see he's an expert YouTuber. That's why he's got 100,000 views. I've got an email address, Anton. You'll see it in me on my channel. It's basically TripleG Comics @gmail.com. So drop us an email on that. I think you might have emailed us the last time, so I'll have a look and you've probably got it there, mate. But yeah, just send us an email if you can. Okie dokie. Right. We've got at the moment 27 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Please do give us a thumbs up and a like and all that kind of stuff. Please check out One Good Scare Show. James, got a video coming out soon?
Yep, we'll have. I'll be back on the Strangers Parade night on Thursday or Friday, and then we're at For the Love of Horror for the weekend. So we'll have a few shorts, and we might do a couple of Vox Pop kind of things out there as well. So we'll have some content from that.
Looking forward. We've got obviously the big horror con, and we've also just getting tickets to go and see Inside Number 9 again. Well, I've seen it again on Saturday night, so that's going to be cracking. Ephraim, got anything coming up on your channel? mate?
Peter and I probably next week we're going to do our advanced orders. I'll send you the pick. I'll send you my picks for comic books. Keep on saying we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And Peter and I, if we ever do those shows, are from Zap Kapow, where I told you about all those new articles that they have. Maybe we'll talk about it next time we do our show together. But I'll send you the slides for the our advanced orders. Hopefully we'll do it next week.
Good stuff, Ephraim. I look forward to that. I'm away this weekend, so it might be that I send you my picks rather than if you go
Okay.
there again.
Yeah, send them to me.
That would be grand.
Okay.
Sorrel, what we've got coming up on your channel, pal?
So I'm going live tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, but I'm also going to be posting very, very soon the reviews for Toy Freddy from the new Five Nights Freddy's line. I've got the new Stranger Things figures, and I've got the Scooby-Doo Wave 1 figures. So all those reviews coming up on the channel real soon, so stay tuned.
Do you open all your toys up, or do you leave some
Every
of them?
single one, mate.
you do?
Nothing stays in the box. Nothing
Nice.
stays in the box.
Nice.
Okay.
You must have to throw away the boxes then, yeah.
Yeah, I don't keep boxes. Unless it's like a Funko Pop or one that I'm deliberately keeping boxed. Everything that's out that you see is unboxed hasn't got a box for it. It'd be impossible at this point. I unbox like 5 things a day.
You can't keep that many boxes, can you? Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Always fun as ever. I'm going live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, so please do check that out, just for a quick half-hour show, and then I'll push you over towards Super Sorrel. But for the time being, thank you so much. We'll see you again next Tuesday, back for a normal show, where we'll be looking at all the usual shenanigans and stuff, and then back over on Rusty Staples next Friday. So looking forward to that. For now, though, that's your whack. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Bye!
The curtains close, it's time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun, and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you, from Triple G and his YouTube crew. We really do hope you come on back, but for now, that's your whack. Yeah, that's